Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see you, man. You ready? We going live.
Oh, what it do? What it do?
Hold up. Nah, I gotta be out. I like this side. I like this side. Yo, welcome, everyone. This your first live joint.
Oh, this live. Hold on.
This the live.
Hold on. Let me pull a DAC real quick, guys.
You gotta adjust accordingly. You gotta adjust
feel good glasses.
I think we got a few. We should have a few other people tapping in throughout the evening. This want to be a lot more casual. People tap in where they can. Huh?
What are you drinking?
Oh, nah, this just a little wine, baby. Come on, baby. You ain't got nothing. Go grab something, baby. You gotta have something.
Yeah, but now you maybe don't want like wine. It's Sunday. It's like Sunday. Do you drink wine? Should I get the reposado?
Yeah, you drink whatever it is that you feeling. Maybe both. Man. Matter of fact, all right, so this is gonna be interesting because I didn't share the topics with anybody.
I have no idea what we talk about. All I know is if I start drinking tequila now, whatever we talk about, I'm gonna go out after this and I'll start talking about this at the club. Like whatever
amazing.
We start.
So then let's start off with a toast, man. A toast.
All right, let me get this tequila.
Yeah. Go ahead. We'll get a couple people. For anybody else that wants to join in, I already put the link in the chat. If you're having issues with it, just let me know. I don't know who's tapping in. I don't know who's not tapping in, but y'all got it over here. I'm almost wondering. I feel like the chat, something may be up with it. I almost want somebody to, if you're somebody, just write test in the chat if you can, just to let us know. That'll help out a little bit because I remember seeing a few people. I feel like I saw Ant on here earlier, but I'm not seeing it now. So just let me know, and I could definitely troubleshoot that.
That's crazy. You're gonna have the brown guy troubleshoot the IT problem on the call.
Nah. See, I didn't even say you. Yeah, I said I'm a troubleshoot.
Crazy.
That's what you heard. But I mean, shoot, yeah, like why not? The tech guy.
Yo,
you gotta have the tech guy do tech stuff.
Going out after this.
Let me on. Where you heading after this?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe Drake City.
I should ask, what type of spot are you going to? Nah, let me. All right, so no, the chat's working. We got the test. We're going. We're good to go, man. So so I have a bunch of videos that I saw and just things that have come up recently that I wanted to elaborate on, get other people's opinions on it. Hopefully, this is going to grow to the point where I can kind of just lean back, spark some stuff up, let all y'all go at it a little bit. Be a little less opinionated, but I got a couple stories that I want to share with you, and then a couple videos that we'll watch. And one is a longer video. I'm not even sure if we'll play the entire thing, but I think it's necessary to see the type of exchange that they're having. And then we got to, matter of fact, let's start off with this video. I think this is a good one to start off with. We're not going to start off with that one. All right, hold on. So this video was on, I don't know if you saw this with the food stamps. There was a lady with food stamps who was upset that her food stamps, I think got reduced from like $3,000 to like 80 or something like that. Or
wait, you talking about Shorty with the kids?
I don't even know if she had kids. Hold on. Let me share it so you can see it. And let me know if you're having an issue seeing it on your end. Hold on. You can see it. All right, yeah. I like us. All right, boom. I actually like that. Shy in the building. What's up, Shy?
Can I see the chat? I don't think I can see the chat.
You can't see the chat?
Oh, wait. No, I found it.
I was about to say, you should be able to see the chat. Shy in the building. What's up, Shy? This is what we'll actually. Oh, I never even knew I could do that right there. All right, so let's take a look at these videos, and we'll kind of just go back and forth on these and get everyone's thoughts on them. Some of this stuff is pretty wild, but I don't know. Maybe I just think it's wild. But let's is that me? No, I thought I was repeating myself. All right, take a look at this.
Reported me to the state of Michigan because I'm making money on TikTok, and I got a DHS letter in the mail this morning, and I just now opened it. And somebody reported me to the state of Michigan because I'm making money on TikTok, and I drive a 2024 BMW. They have cut my food stamps from almost $4,000 a month down to $88 a month. They are telling me if I want a review that I have to sell my car. So you're telling me if you were on welfare, food stamps, cash assistance, Section 8, you can't drive a nice car? They are forcing me to sell my brand new BMW, or I lose almost $4,000 in food stamps. Not only that, they have taken my cash assistance totally away. They are telling me that Section 8 will no longer be paying 95% of my rent, only 10% of my rent. So I will have to pay a little over $400 a month now instead of $60 a month. They cannot.
Oh, it looks like the Doge got you too, boo.
Wild. But what comes to mind when you hear about that?
Man, I'm gonna keep it unbiased, right? I'm gonna keep it unbiased. How did she get the bread for the BMW? I'm so confused. A 2024 BMW? Where did that? Because they're not taking food stamps at the BMW dealership. Yeah. So
she must have like, I don't know. Hold up. Ants in the building. Hold up. We got Ant in the building. Ant in the building.
Look who it is.
Is his joint frozen?
No. He does he know he's on?
Yo, Ant. I don't know if he knows he's on. Hold up. You gotta make sure this one's open. Is your mic on?
No,
you're muted.
No, maybe double muted, maybe.
Yeah, you're muted. Nah, you good. You good. It says you're muted now. Now you say something. Nah. So at the bottom of your screen, you may just have to you see where it says the mute button, click the arrow button next to it and just make sure that your
audio or something. Yeah.
I got you.
There.
How about this?
There you go. We on, baby. We on.
Yeah.
Did you see the last video?
No, I just got in right now.
All right, hold up. Mir, you lucky. You get a chance to get your thoughts together. We're gonna play the video one more time. I want you to see it. I want you to see it.
I got a DHS letter in the mail this morning, and I just now opened it. And somebody reported me to the state of Michigan because I'm making money on TikTok, and I drive a 2024 BMW. They have cut my food stamps from almost $4,000 a month down to $88 a month. They are telling me if I want a review that I have to sell my car. So you're telling me if you were on welfare, food stamps, cash assistance, Section 8, you can't drive a nice car? They are forcing me to sell my brand new BMW, or I lose almost $4,000 in food stamps. Not only that, they have taken my cash assistance totally away. They are telling me that Section 8 will no longer be paying 95% of my rent, only 10% of my rent. So I will have to pay a little over $400 a month now instead of $60 a month. They cannot.
Wow. It looks like the Doge got you too, boo.
Hold up. But I don't know if y'all peeped at the end. She said 95% of her rent, and it was like $600 or $500. That's wild. And you asked Mir earlier, like how she can afford to have the BMW. If you got 95% of your rent being paid, $4,000 in food stamp, what even incentivizes you to even want to work? But I'm gonna let y'all tell me what y'all thoughts are on it.
I mean, sounds like the system is working. I don't know which one, but
I'm curious as to what dealers saw all this assistance and was like, you know what, approved.
I mean, they well, hold on, that works in the dealer's favor because now they know the car's gonna be paid for.
Right, the dealer's probably happy, like yo, like you come like yo, I got 4,000 food stamps. Bet she'll pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's light. It's light.
I feel like she probably went to one of those 0% down, no credit, good credit.
Buy here, pay here.
Yo, but 4,000. Do y'all spend $4,000 a month on food? Like from the grocery store, not like going out to eat.
Nah. And you know, like I'm single guy. I
got 2 kids,
bro. I Uber Eats everything, and I don't pay $4,000.
That's crazy. $4,000 a month. But see, this is the thing. I feel like the level of entitlement, like this is what this is showing. The certain level, it's showing 2 things: entitlement, and then that people are not even ashamed of, like, I feel like back in the day, people weren't proud to get assistance. It was something where it's like, all right, you know, I'm trying not to get on it. If I need to get on it, it's something temporary that hopefully I can transition off. Now it's just kind of like
there's no shame. There's no shame.
Yeah. Wait, did you guys see the other chick with the 5 kids, 6 kids?
No. What? Explain.
So she's on TikTok too. She's talking about how she has like 6 kids or something. And the government, you know, the government's gonna cut her food stamps and her, you know, assistance and everything. So she was like, I think I'm just gonna have another baby so I could stay on it. Ma'am, what?
Yeah.
Like, now I got a question. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? If the system is gonna pay her to have another baby, is she wrong in that logic?
I blame her. I blame the guys that are doing the do. Like,
I'm
doing it. Nah, but to your point, yeah, I blame.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying.
I was gonna say, yeah, you can't blame the system because the system is set up this way, right? But there are people like that, like the lady who's showing, who just use the system to their advantage.
I think she's a product of her environment. I think that
I
would want her to take some pride. I get what you're saying, Ant, because she's like the system is giving it to her, so she's like, I'm just gonna keep receiving it. It reminds me of, I remember there was a girl, I don't want to say no names, but there was somebody that I remember seeing them tweet a while ago, and they were talking about like, yeah, I can't wait till I get assistance and I can buy a home. Like my mama got assistance, and it was like something like, almost like instead of passing down generational wealth, it was like passing down poverty, but every single way to finesse it and to get everything out of it. And I just feel like, damn, like we don't have any pride. As like there's so many levels of it. There's the pride, personal pride. There's the collective understanding that this money is coming from your neighbor. You know what I mean? Like
that's comment in the chat.
Feel entitled for your neighbor to be paying for the things that you want in your life, especially when you're driving around in a BMW. And there's a lot of people that do not get food stamps that are not driving around in BMWs because they're being responsible and driving whatever else they can afford.
If they're driving,
they may be taking the bus, figuring it out.
Yeah.
What's up, Ebony?
I like that. Put the kids in the military. You ain't got to worry about nothing.
At that point, put the kids on the fast track to the military. They are the government's kids. Matter of fact, those are my kids. You feel me? Those are all of our kids. We're the ones paying taxes on them. We're the ones the government's not paying for it. The government's taking money from us and we're paying for them. Those are our kids. It's true. When tax time comes, we should all be able to claim them. But it's
I'm not gonna serious this out this early in the chat, but I got some thoughts on that, man.
Nah, keep going.
I mean, honestly, bro, it's like small footprint communism, right? Like it's like, okay, put people in this group. Because here's the other part of that too. The systems aren't in place for just the people that need them. They're in place to keep the working class at a certain point. And I'm not saying that, again, I'm of the school that self-employment is better than working, owning multiple businesses is better than owning one business. And that's all part of playing the same game. But like at some point, the assistance keeps you comfortable at the level you're at. And as long as you're comfortable, you will not be moving forward, right? And I feel like that's exactly where they want them to be. So again, that's why it goes back to my original question, like whose fault is it? Is it the chicken or the egg? You know what I mean? Is she doing what she's supposed to be doing in the system, or is she just working the system? You get what I mean? Like at some point, there's a bigger problem that we're kind of not there, and
But I don't think. I think okay, high level, and to your point, I think the system currently and the programs currently, they were made 50, 60, some odd, whatever, some odd years ago, right? Like these are programs. I feel like they had good intent and they served the citizens and the people at the time, but like all software, like all iPhones, there was never an update. There was never, hey, let's go back and see if this is still doing what we meant it to do. You know what I mean? And I'll just kind of wrap up with like, for better for worse, like if you leave anything in play for 100 years, people are gonna figure out how the system works, how the law works, and they're gonna use it to their advantage.
I got a different approach to that, a different perspective, right? Imagine for a second that, because what makes let's just say you're right, that system was created 50, 60 years ago. What makes that any different than any new technology that comes out today, right? And let's just say the system is a form of technology as a comparison. 50 to 60 years ago, just like Google, Apple, Windows, there was a system in play that was put to help people of a certain demographic, blah, blah, blah. The data came out that these people are the ones that use it. This is what they use it for, et cetera, et cetera. All it takes is somebody who thinks outside the box, me, you, whomever, to look at that system and be like, yo, I can game that system. Yeah. Matter of fact, give them more assistance. Matter of fact, spread it to all demographics, all people. You know what? Middle class needs a system like that too. Put some more credit cards out there. Let's create more debt. And all it takes is one person to see that this system works to that individual's advantage, and they stop caring about who the system was ever prepared for in the first place. They said, hey, listen, the system's working, keep it going. Matter of fact, make it better, give me part. So to a certain extent, I try to avoid government assistance as much as I possibly can, because I know that comfort is what will destroy you. Mm-hmm. There's a point in life where you want to be comfortable. There's actually a point where you're supposed to balance the comfort with the amount of stress and everything you put in your body. You work out that, you got to recharge, right? Mm-hmm. The problem is when people get stagnant in the recharge part, it's very, very, very hard to get out of there. It's actually reinventing. You got to break. There's no way to get out of it without breaking everything. You have to destroy everything. You have to relinquish everything. If you try to get out of comfort one step at a time, how long would it take you?
Damn.
So what you're actually seeing is generation and generation of very, very comfortable people working a system that probably was set in place 50 to 60 years ago to help them, or somebody really smart back then said, yo, I got 1 to 2 years of this data. We could do something long term here. Let's run this game.
Yeah,
And
Lyndon B. Johnson. That's what he put it in play for. He said it.
And that's my point.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trap, man. It's a trap. It's a hard thing to tell. Wait, you catch what's the saying? You catch more bees with honey.
Catch more, bees with honey. Yeah.
You catch more bees with honey. Yeah. Hey, y'all got $50 for you. Take this. Yeah. Matter of fact, come back every week and take this. Yeah. But make sure when you come back, you stay at that job you got, or you don't keep a job, or you maintain this. Matter of fact, I need more workers. Have more kids. You stay home though.
Mm-hmm. And even to your point, it's like people abused it. You know what I mean? Like it's like this. Just like you said, if it's meant to help a whole bunch of people, obviously you can't. Some people are going to take advantage of it. But then when people abused it, and then also the politicians realized once they handed this out, you can't just give that kid candy and then all of a sudden just say no more candy. The kid's already dependent on the candy. You've been giving the kid candy for how long? Now you expect to just take the candy away and the kid to like vegetables. It's not going to happen. So it's almost like you see. I don't know. I know it's like parents with the iPads. When you give the kid the iPad, it's like it's just a quick fix where it's like, yo, I got to do something. Just put the iPad in front of the kid. But then the kid just falls in love with the iPad, and it just becomes a habit for both. It becomes a habit for the kid, and it becomes a habit for the parent. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you said, it's one of those things where you have to tell people in the beginning, like, hey, this is only going to be for this amount of time. And even if you do tell people that, the people now are going to say, well, actually, if you don't extend it, I'm not voting for you. And because somebody's always looking for power, looking for votes, they'll figure out a way to say, hey, I'll keep giving it to you if you vote for me. That's what it seems like to me.
But what's the difference between that and a stimulus check then?
Same thing. The stimulus check is the exact same thing. And the stimulus check, what we were just talking about this. If the same thing with reparations. If I was a white business owner or any business owner in this country, like when people say like, oh, the reason why people don't want to get reparations or the reason why certain people don't want to give reparations is because of white supremacy. If you gave black people stimulus checks or reparation checks, all it would do, in my opinion, is widen the gap. Because what are black people going to do when they get the money? They're going to spend it at white businesses, you know what I mean? Or spend it at whatever businesses, just spend it at non-black businesses. So therefore, the money, you're just giving more money to have more money going out to this group, the buyers and the sellers. It's like baby boy, guns and butter. Like that's literally what it comes down to. So you got the buyers and you got the sellers. So if you just throw more money out there and you know that the people that are consumers, they don't consume amongst their own, they're going to be spreading that wealth outside and not be bringing it into their group. So therefore you widen that gap even more.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
And this is your cast, so I'm not gonna.
This is
what direction we're trying to take it tonight.
No. Wherever you're trying to go.
Conspiracy theories. I don't know what we're doing, but I have an idea. I got a scenario I want to paint. Yeah. I want your feedback on it, right? Because you made a really good point. That widening of the gap is gonna happen. You inject a ton of money, fake money, digits, whatever, because nowadays money isn't something physical, it's a number in your bank account, right? So if the government, like they did, said, hey, I want to give everybody $1,200 a week, set up something with the bank, $1,200, just update everybody's account, right? We already did that. It happened during COVID. I don't know if you guys seen this, maybe it's my imagination, but that gap widening already took place. There is a huge gap between low income, middle income, and the 1%, for lack of a better term. Now, what happened here was, and again, it's just a scenario. I don't have any information there's information out there. I'm just painting a picture for you, right? Let's just say that post the gap happening, you have a certain party that wants to take control of certain areas, right? And let's use California as an example. Okay.
This is going to go left.
No.
California. It's like,
Okay, fine. Not California. Let's start with Hawaii. If we're not going to start with Hawaii, we can start with North Carolina. Because everywhere I'm about to talk about is very affluent areas, or it was considered to be affluent, right? And it was considered to be affluent until those people considered them middle class. Because the people, what's the average income in these neighborhoods I'm talking about that got wiped out by fire?
I know Hawaii and Cali. Hawaii and Cali, some of the highest in the country.
Right.
Mhm.
For who?
Mhm.
For who?
You mean as far as white neighborhoods?
Yeah, no, right. White neighborhoods. Yeah. I'm really talking about financial demographic. Because here's the thing.
Oh, financially,
let's put average at 100 million, right? For the people that have the ability to use things like direct energy weapons, use things like controlling the weather, hundreds of millions is nothing. If they want designated land in America, you know what? Send a tsunami over there. And I know I sound crazy right now. Trust me, I know I sound crazy. But if you just look at everything that happened over the last
I don't think you
years.
sound crazy. The same thing. Look at 2020.
This is what I'm saying. Because it doesn't, once that gap is widened, right? The people that are hundreds of millionaires or whatever you want, I don't even know the word because I'm going to get there. I'm not there yet. I'm not going to speak nothing negative on it. When I figure out the name, I'll be able to manifest it. But till then, the people that have that money, they thought that they are the 1%, they're the upper echelon, they're whatever, until somebody else says, yo, that land over there, I need that. Matter of fact, I need a smart city right here. Yo, what's happening in New York right now? I just read. So the thing about it's crazy. I know you guys are familiar with the toll, $9.
Congestion.
Congestion toll. Thank you. Mm-hmm. I just read not an article. Video came out, comments, whatever. And when the congestion toll, I live in Jersey, so when the congestion toll came out, everybody was like, "Yo, that's messed up. It's gonna carry traffic through the roof. It's gonna be a terrible thing, right?" Mm-hmm. But what's happening is the residents that live in these areas love it. They love it. They're claiming that it's quieter. Foot traffic is up. They're not worried about cars. And you know what?
It's fantastic.
It's amazing. And then I go through the comments and I was surprised at how many people agree with that sentiment. But then you get to that one comment and the guy's like, well, yeah, of course you love it. They sent all the traffic up here by us. And he's like, I live in Manhattan. I'm Upper West Side. I live here. People are parking their cars here and taking the train. Now I can't get a parking spot anymore.
That's a fact.
And I pay $6,000-$7,000 a month in rent. So now it's the $6,000-$7,000 a month in rent is filling away. But he was upper echelon up until congestion pricing took place.
Mm-hmm. And it's who's got the power? Which part of the city is boosting and stimulating the economy of the city the most? That's who's got the juice in a lot of ways. It's funny that you mentioned that. It reminds me of eminent domain, when the government can take private property, and we've heard it all the time where they built railroads through certain neighborhoods or something like that. I remember when we were looking for a spot upstate, like just to buy like some land and to live, they were saying that they're trying to turn this particular road, like it was a road up there, it was like a highway, but not a lot of traffic, and the highway or the house had a driveway that was connected to the highway. And they said that, I spoke to, we've called a bunch of people and it seemed like a good deal. But then we found out that they're actually turning that highway turning that road into a state highway. And when you have a state highway, you can't have direct access to a driveway. So therefore, that means that they have to take over that land and that property through eminent domain. And I'm like, yo, they're just using this to take land. Like it was a waterfront property. And if they take the property that was in front of the house, it's like you don't even really have good access to the spot that's in the flood zone down by the water. So literally they were using it seemed like they were using that as a strategy to just purchase very profitable land that's next to the waterfront. Like just through eminent domain.
Wait, but wasn't that what we just talked about? Prime real estate being hit by some once in a lifetime hurricane that we've never seen in North Carolina before. That was crazy. Mudslides gone, and then all of a sudden, huge influx of military traffic, huge fires happened in California, and the governor was on the news talking about the redevelopment within a day.
That's a fact.
That was crazy. And I don't know if anybody saw that. I was like,
Yeah, that's a
"Did
fact.
you-"
It's like, yeah, what? Like, bro,
Wait a
like,
second.
my hurt back.
Bro, I will never forget watching the news and hearing about the fires in California and the mayor of LA. They're like, where is she? Like,
She's not there, bro. She's
they were
gone.
like, oh, she's on a plane back. I'm like, a plane back? I'm like, you're the mayor of this
Yeah.
city. Why?
It's burning.
Why? And it's burning. Yeah, and you had to know. You had to
Well,
know ahead of time. It's not like you
It was
woke up.
already
Oh my
burning,
god!
though,
look at
in
this."
other places, right?
You said what?
Oh,
It was
before
already
that,
burning in
yeah,
other
yeah,
places.
it started.
Yeah, there was other places. It's not like you woke up. It's like, oh my goodness, look at my front door, look at my yard. Like you knew they were giving you briefings, and you still thought it was okay not to go out of state, not to go to the other coast. Like you going so I haven't even gone yet.
Yeah,
She got a check.
yeah.
Hot take, by the way.
Yeah.
I think I gotta say that on the
Yeah.
I forgot we live. What's it called?
Nah, you good. I got a question. I got a question based off of that. So you know how you hear all these people like Bill Gates, BlackRock buying up all this land, farmland, all this stuff. It seems like it's almost like a competition between the really rich people, wealthy people, mostly we don't even know their names, and the government. Because they're scared that if these people buy up too much land and develop too much power, that I don't know if that's the case, but it just seems like I don't know.
Y'all gonna call me dumb and slow and whatever. It was only yesterday I realized that the Department of what's it, DOG, the DOGE?
No, Department of Government Efficiency.
I only just realized that he named it after the Dogecoin, and I know I'm slate and I know I'm stupid, and I'm like, wait, is he trolling? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
The government is rich people now.
I didn't know that.
That competition you're referring to was real until Elon Musk started doing press conferences with the president of the United States.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not trying to kick nobody's back in, and I'm not trying to say nothing bad. This is America. This is where we are. There is no competition anymore. The rich people are the government. That's what we're dealing with, and that's what makes it scary.
Yes.
Were the rich people always the government though?
That's what I was gonna hit. Like yes and no, right?
Yes,
Like,
you're right. But
whatever my personal opinion is, right? Whatever my personal political belief, all that, right? All that aside, I feel like right now it's more evident, but I feel like this has always been the case. Like
no, this is what happened.
For the majority of American politics.
Yeah,
I feel the rich and the elite have either publicly been in ruling, or they've been privately pulling the strings behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's normal.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think this is anything new. I think this is the first time we just got Elon Musk sitting next to the president at the press conference.
This is new.
Why you think it's new? I'm interested. I want to know. Yeah.
What's new is we just talked about those people that were pulling the strings before. Half of them didn't get an invite to this party, and now they feel a way about it. The rich that used to pull the strings, some of them don't have control of access anymore.
Oh yeah,
and that's new. You remember Mr. Drain? Trump said, "I'm coming. I'm draining the swamp."
The swamp.
And
it's the swamp versus the rich. It's all just, but that's what politics. All right, so this is how I've always seen politics, and I said it a couple shows ago. It's literally one group of wealthy people fighting against another group of wealthy people. This group of wealthy people says, "All right, we're behind the Republicans, so we're going to use them to push our agenda." So the other group of wealthy people that does not like that wealthy group or just wants to compete against them, they're saying like, "All right, who else is left out here? All right, it's those Democrats, all right, lower middle class. All right, let's put some stuff out that's going to appeal to them. So we'll use them to push our agenda." And that's what it just seems like was happening. The difference now that I see is that you got a guy like Elon who's willing to be out in front of the camera and let it be known whose side he's on.
Trump too.
But what I'm saying, Trump is in a position. He's the president. What I'm saying is people that are not elected or people that we don't even know their names, like BlackRock. I don't know who BlackRock is. You know what I'm saying? But I know that whenever I look up stuff, whether it's 2020 it's like they're always coming up. You know what I mean?
But I can also see the end where you were talking about the changing of the guard, if you will, right?
Yeah, that's essentially what I'm saying.
And you can't really tie it to one thing, right? Like look at Facebook for the whole past whatever, as long as I'm gonna keep it unbiased, as long as a certain party was in power. Facebook was leaking. You know, they were doing ads. They were allegedly doing ads, doing this, doing that.
No, they weren't allegedly. Zuckerberg said he was.
I'm trying to be correct. You know, I know we live streaming, but and then now you got Elon and Trump all buddy. I haven't heard from Zuckerberg. I haven't. I saw him with hair.
Zuckerberg with the gangs.
Zuckerberg invited to the party. Yeah,
all I know is Zuckerberg started looking like old boy from the Backstreet Boys, and I ain't heard from him since.
Yeah, you know what ended up happening, in my opinion? Trump is not Democrat or Republican.
Trump is money.
Trump is money, and that's what people are attracted to. And the Democrats and Republicans been fighting with each other for so long that it's almost like that saying. And my dad said it. It's like when two fools are arguing with each other, y'all both look like fools. And then you have Trump coming in. Where why do the Democrats hate Trump, but then the Republicans hate Trump? They're all scared of him, but Trump. And there's something appealing about that because it's Trump fighting against all of these different powers, which is why every time the Democrats threw a case at him, they thought that they were getting ready to destroy him, but people just related to him even more and wanted to root for him even more. 100%. So it's like just to really sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
bro. Go ahead.
Right, I feel like it's an extreme of it, but it's that bad boy persona, right? Like Money Mayweather. Everybody, when he was, pretty boy, whatever, nobody was watching him. He turned into the evil villain. Now everybody's watching him. Mm-hmm. When he was private, doing this TV show, whatever. Okay, cool. Now he turned into the jerk, the bad guy. All of a sudden, ever since he turned to the bad guy, every single time he's on TV, somebody's watching it. I guarantee it. Somebody's watching it. Can you believe he did this, and this? But you're watching it. Somebody watching it.
I think the thing that people find most appealing about Trump is the thing that also makes him the most dangerous. It's how transparent he comes across and how he's able to, I'm going to do this, and then goes and does it. But the thing is, people are like, wait, you shouldn't have did that. And he's like, why not? And they're just like, well, you shouldn't have did that because no one's ever done that. And he's like, I don't care. That's not a good enough reason. And that part I agree with. Just because someone's never does it doesn't mean I shouldn't do something. Right now, in this particular instance, there are repercussions that comes with his action. That's one thing. The other part of this that people are appealed to is, I really believe that the Democrats lost that election. Trump didn't even win it so much as the Democrats lost it, right? And a large part of that comes from the campaign they run, the manner in which they did it, and honestly, Trump wasn't doing anything but running his own game. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say this. I'm going to get this one to perform, blah, 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 blah. The problem is the Dems tried to play Trump at his own game. You should not be doing what Trump does. If you wanted a fighting chance in hell, the way you went about it was terrible, right? So Trump, this was an easy win for him. He's like, it's a clean sweep. Not only did you guys play my game, which I run, you fucked up for the last few. Oh, excuse me. I don't know.
You can curse, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. You messed up for the last 4 years. So you making this an easy sweep. People already didn't have trust in the government, and then Trump showed up. People already felt like the Democrats dropped the ball on a few different occasions, and then Trump showed up. It could have, listen.
I agree with you as far as the Democrats losing. I mean,
they dropped the ball.
The fact that it was even this close is wild. If you really just looked at it, took a step back and said, all right, you got this side pushing. They think that they can't define what a woman is. They got tampons in boys' bathrooms. They got drag queens at reading books to kids in school and at the library. They got boys playing sports against girls.
Bro, you talking about home base. I'm talking about you fueling the war on one side and you fueling the aid on the other side too. How are you doing both? Like, I'm talking about the war.
Oh,
how are you funding one side and you're aiding the other?
With the Democrats.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Democrats.
Yeah, they're playing. They tried to play both sides, and that's what I say. Like, what are the Democrats? I don't think they have any foundational principles and values. Like, when you think about what does conservatism stand for, I think we can close our eyes and visualize a picture of that. Whether it's family structure, whether it's business, like, we understand what that type of conservative approach is. The Democrats, it seems like their approach is, well, what are the Republicans doing? All right, we're just going to do the opposite. And Kamala Harris just came out and said, it seemed like she was drunk at some opera or something. I just saw the video like a half an hour ago, for real. And she came out and she said, she sounded amazing what she said, because she was like, you shouldn't fight she said that we fight for something, not fighting just against something. But that's the opposite, in my opinion, of what the Democrats did. They just like kind of look at what the Republicans are doing. Like, I don't know what the Democratic Party is. Like, if you had to define what's the Democratic Party, like what's the culture of the Democratic Party, what would you say?
I mean, besides woke,
like, but hold on. All right, so woke. That's the first thing that comes to mind, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what is woke?
Wait, before we even go there, I want to tie that back into something you said about the system, right? Because I do believe there was a time and place where the Dems were for the people. Whether that was in our lifetime or not, whether we were real young or whatever, but I feel as though what happened was somebody of certain means says, hey, this is a system that has influence. Here's a party that has a great backing. Let's see if I can use this to my advantage. And that's no different than somebody working a system, right, to their advantage and not caring. It's no different than like if you put the policeman behind the wheel of a car, whether he's a good cop or a bad cop, he's still the policeman, right? So he has the power and authority that comes with the position. What he does with it is totally based on who he is and what he believes, what his morals are, right? So I don't think Biden, and I know, Dak, you'll go back to the Obamas and maybe even before that to the Clintons. I don't think there was ever a time where these parties were 100% for people of color, if that makes sense, right? And I'm talking about Republican and Democratic. But I think what happened was along the way, you gain some influence here, or you drop a soundbite here, or you put propaganda out in this neighborhood, and then like you're building this momentum, right? And then Trump comes and he just drops a bomb on all the momentum. He said, no, we're not playing this game anymore. And that is so jarring that I don't think we'll fully understand the effects of that for at least another few terms. And this is going to be way after Trump is. I mean, what's happening in America right now is crazy. And what's happening in the world is crazy. And that's not all Trump's fault. Most of it is not Trump's fault. But we're so, how do I explain this? We're so overstimulated. Like, bro, I had to delete Instagram. I don't go on Instagram until maybe Saturday, Sunday now.
Damn.
Like, I need in a week, bro. It's every 2 minutes. This is happening over here. This is what's going on in this country, blaming this one, doing that. And I'm just like, you don't even have the capacity really to focus on everything that Trump does. And then Trump is over here signing things left and right, changing things up. And the scary thing is the transparency, right? Because I do believe that Trump wants America to be the greatest. I do believe that. It's just, remember how we talked about getting out that comfort zone? You got to have to break things and destroy things. And a lot of people are going to have a problem with that. Does that make sense? And I think that's what we're kind of seeing right now is a lot of people having problem with change. Now you introduce people like Bezos, Elon Musk, and these are not rich people. These are the 0.0001% of the GDP type people in the world, right? And you put them behind the wheel of the most powerful military in the world. It's a very, I don't think we've ever seen anything about what we're witnessing. I don't think we're ever seen anything like what's about to take place. I can't even remember a time in history where so much money met so much power. And then I feel like when you combine money and power, it gets scary.
But what makes you say that there's so much money behind Trump? Because even though Elon is working with him, Kamala Harris had times more money.
I understand that, but that's not what I'm talking about.
So let me ask you this. You said earlier that you asked that you don't think that there was either party ever for black people or minorities, whatever. Was either party ever for white people?
No.
I agree.
No, because it has nothing to do with race. It's about power.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because the difference that I see, black people, unfortunately, or people of color, whatever, but black people specifically, we fall, the majority of us, it's not as spread out as white people. Like if you look at a Republican or white people, they're in the lower class, they're in the middle class, they're in the upper class. When we look at the things that we're looking for policy wise, when we see these black Democrats or politicians get up on there, the policies that they're talking about are for people that are either in the lower class or low middle class, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The Republicans, when they're pushing stuff, less taxes for the wealthy, the people that the white folk that are collecting food stamps, just like the black, that those policies aren't benefiting them either. You know what I'm saying? But we just don't necessarily see it like that because they're just spread out, in my opinion. So I don't think any party has ever been for white or black or this or that. It's really just based on what class you're in, and you can take advantage of the things that the Democrats are doing if you're in a particular class, or you can take advantage of the things that the Republicans are doing if you're in a particular class.
No, I agree to that, and I agree to that. How I guess I don't. It's not really a debate. I guess I was gonna say how I rebuttal. How I respond to that is if classism is what the driving force is for the political parties, then black people should look to the policies in place to help them to move their station within that class dynamic. Does that make sense?
Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
To move their station.
No, the first part you said
so then black people as a demographic, just as the other demographics do, should look to the policies within those systems that can help them regroup, raise their station as within the class demographic. And I don't think that is dependent on Republican or Democratic. Does that make sense? It's not even, not to say like it's like bipartisan. It's just like, who's really here to help us? It doesn't have to have a color behind it. It doesn't have to have they don't, the same way you said there's white people all across the board in different demographics, Republican and Democratic. I don't think it's party based at all. I think it should be looked at as, hey, now again, I am a big proponent of get out there and do the work, right? Get out the comfort zone. You got to do this, you got to do that. But for me to ignore generation, and Dak, I think you and I kind of touched on this the other day, generation and generation of systems in place and history that's put in place to kind of keep you down a little bit. It's hard to teach somebody, hey, you don't have to look at that. You don't have to be a part of that construct. Now, you and I, and we can talk about this till we're blue in the face, right? But the truth is, had we not made the decision to do more, want more, be better, or have we not gone through something in our life that showed us this isn't for me, I'm not good with government assistance, I can't get everything I need by waiting on somebody to put a check in my hand. Had we not been in those positions and life was okay, it's hard to push somebody out of that class. Now, with the lower class income group,
is it though?
Yes. And let me tell you why.
I'll ask you the question after.
Okay, I'll be quick. Mm-hmm. The reason I say it's hard is because when we just talked about it, to get out that comfort zone, something has to break. You have to want it bad enough. You got to almost hit rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? You really have to do it. Now, mind you, I think the beautiful thing about that is you only got to do it once. And you only have to do it once. And I think if you could catch somebody young enough and early enough in their life to teach them these things, when they hit that rock bottom, they'll never have to hit it again.
So maybe we should force them to hit rock bottom as soon as possible, you saying?
No, I think I have a different approach, right? And this is actually a little bit, I don't know how to tie it in exactly, but it's a theory that I actually spoke to my dad about a few weeks back. I feel like, and this is as a parent, right? I feel like it's so often that we blame our parents for putting us through things, especially I'm first generation immigrant. I was born here. So, old school Trinity, West Indian background. Ain't no Spirit of God. They didn't play that, right? Mm-hmm. So we had a good little conversation growing about my life growing up and how it affects me now and all these other things. And one of the things that I realized within the conversation in that moment in real time is that the kids are always going to blame the parent for something. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just it's the circle of life, right? It's just what it is. So I was like, what if we circumvent that? What if we teach our kids, and this is something I'm trying to implement with my kids too. Mine's 7 and 3. They're a bit young, but I'm working on it. Teach your kids that trauma is a part of life. If you teach your kid that trauma is a part of life, and then you teach them how to self-heal, how to build yourself back up, then it's a lot easier to show them, you want to look to hit that rock bottom. And what I mean by look to hit that rock bottom is I need you to go out there and try as much and do as much and don't fear failure. Failure is going to happen. You're going to lose. Something is going to break. But that is kind of how you push them, Dak. I don't know if that's what you mean towards that rock bottom, because I don't think we should be encouraging our children to destroy themselves. I think we should just teach them that, hey, listen, to become great, you have to fail. To become great, you have to bump your head. If you're sitting in this one place comfortable, keeping this check, you'll never move ahead. And if that's who you are, then there's nothing I can do for you.
Speaking,
And I feel like that's kind of
before I
like,
answer my question, Mir, you want to go?
no, I got something completely different off this topic. So you guys finish.
All right, let me.
Rock bottom. I got a question for y'all.
You know what's so funny about like overcoming certain things? I think back to like high school. I think back to sports, and we could be playing Don Bosco, knowing damn well we're about to lose. But before the game, we really believe that we can beat them. We really believe that we can overcome that, knowing damn they're number 3 in the country. We're about to get destroyed. But before the game, we're really thinking we're going to beat them. We don't worry about the odds aren't in our favor. All of these parents that think their kids can go to the NFL and go to the NBA, they really actually believe this. So why do they believe and feed in and lean into those outlandish goals? But then when it comes to, oh, I can't get out of this poverty situation, it's impossible for it. You have a better chance of getting out of poverty than your kid of going to the NFL, but you'll pour everything into the kid getting into the NFL rather than you just doing the simple things that it'll take to get you out of poverty. So I can't, even though you may be right, I can't see that as an excuse. I think that that's just, we breed those excuses. We accept those excuses. You get what I'm saying?
Excuse. I don't think I meant
that. I'm saying using the position that you're in to determine how far you can go in the future, that's using that as an excuse. I don't think.
I don't think that's what I was saying. If that's what you got from what I was saying, then I miscommunicated that completely. Because I don't believe it matters where you are. I don't believe where you start makes a difference.
So
because
to your earlier point, you said that when people in poverty, and maybe I misheard you, you were talking about how hard it is to get people to get out of that comfort zone. In my opinion, the reason you said they won't get out of the comfort zone until they hit rock bottom. Well, the reason why they won't get out of that comfort zone is because they have all these government programs and assistance and people making them feel comfortable where they are. You talked earlier about shame. Why is there no shame with accepting this assistance? Why is there no shame in accepting all of these ways of life that we accept for a lot of these people? And make excuses for a lot of these people rather than just saying, nah, you need to get out of this situation. That's what I'm saying.
Because it's a lot easier to get somebody to trust the government than to trust the government than to trust me and you talking to them and telling them what they need to do about themselves.
Of course,
and that's just a numbers game.
Of course, it's easier, but yeah. Who's making that easier? When you say the government, you're only talking about one side. You're only talking about one side. This is the thing. When people ask like what Trump can do for people, what Trump can do for people, absolutely nothing. Don't do anything. People are survivors. We will naturally go back to our animalistic instincts. No different than if you back an animal into a corner. That may not be an aggressive animal, but you back a certain animal into a corner and they're going to respond. When you keep giving people a crutch and giving them an excuse to the point where they feel that you're just making their life more comfortable, then of course they're never even going to hit rock bottom. You're talking about hitting rock bottom, but you're building like we build pillows for them at the bottom to comfort their fall rather than them hitting that rock bottom. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't agree and I don't disagree with you, right? Because I think the problem here is we're thinking that everybody's created equally in this conversation. I don't think I think people that think like me and maybe think like you guys too are the minority, and with that comes a responsibility to the others around us. For example, I honestly believe some people are meant to just be workers. You can try and put them in a leadership role and they will not. That is not who they are, right? So I think what we're supposed to do is take that same mindset that you're talking about, that idea, that doctrine, and we're supposed to expose as many people as we can to it and see who comes out of it.
But how do you?
No, you have to. I'm not saying
how do you? That's what I'm asking. How do you? I agree with what you're saying. Huh?
Like this right here. This is what we're doing right here.
No, but what I'm saying, even if we do this right here, if the government's still giving them assistance, they're not going to listen to us right here because the comfort is more comfortable. You get what I'm saying?
But let me ask you something. Dak, did you ever have an interest in government assistance?
No.
Never. Me neither. Never. I don't care how broke poor, what? Never did, never will. And it's for two reasons. One, I don't like somebody controlling my outcome based on a government check that's given to me, but it doesn't commute. Like the math doesn't. What did I do to earn this? Where's the connection from what my duty is, right? That's one thing. The second thing is, why are they giving me this check? So you're trying to tell me it's more beneficial to the government if I don't work? That by itself confuses me, right? So for me, fundamentally, it was never a matter or a conversation of, do I want to take this government check? It wasn't a matter of like, do I want to sit and work for somebody 9 to 5? I never worked well in these confined structures. I struggle with 9 to 5, bro. I've been.
But a 9 to 5 ain't the problem for. I just want to make clear for me.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just gonna make an example about me.
Yeah, okay.
This has nothing to do with the system. I'm just talking about me right now for a second. And the reason I'm saying that is there are certain things that no one had to tell me. You and I did not have to have a conversation about government assistance, comfort level, being stuck in the same place. For somebody to I didn't need anybody to tell me what I need to do to get where I want to get. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The problem is there was a person that approached me, and it was a friend of my dad's, and it had to be like 2007 or 6. I was like sophomore in high school, and he said, "You ever heard of Rich Dad Poor Dad? Let me teach you about Robert Kiyosaki." And it was just a customer at my dad's shop that came up with this little board game called The Rat Race, right? Yeah. It wasn't until that exact moment, mind you, I grew up with a family who was self-employed before I was born. It wasn't until that exact moment where I picked up Rich Dad Poor Dad, I was like, wait, you mean we don't have to have a job? You mean I don't have to work 9 to 5 to get where I'm going? Matter of fact, me working 9 to 5 will stop me from being rich in certain ways. And that's my point, is all you have to do is expose as many people to the idea, the concept, and then it's up to them to do the rest. Now, I know we are, and you could, and if anything, I'm going to move the goalposts a little bit. If this is the reality in which we live, right, and we know that our people are dependent on government checks, dependent on this and stuck in this bubble, wouldn't it be our responsibility to expose this information to them as much as possible and then see who comes from it, and then they do one and then they teach one, because it's going to be a lot easier for them to understand something when they see it opposed to us telling it to them. Does that make sense?
You saying, isn't it our responsibility?
Yeah, to share that.
No, but
it's
if
not.
You want to be a nice person, you can. Your responsibility is to take care of you and yours, and to just live your truth. You just by living a certain way.
Oh, no, I'm talking about mine. Like my family.
Like your family. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't mean like the black people. I'm trying to save the black.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, I think because through that process, then the people that you care about will share with the people they care about, and then you guys are slowly building a community. But what I'm trying to say is, if nobody starts anywhere, then yeah, all they know is comfort level. All they know is going to work and coming home. And you could say that, they're surrounded by people all day long that don't live like that. And, we grew up in a very affluent part of America, period. So we were exposed to different things, right? Half the time it didn't make a difference to some other people. They just said, oh, those are the rich people over there. Not how do I get there? You get what I'm saying? Who are the rich people to those rich people? Those are not the thoughts that happens in everyone's mind. You kind of have to find the people that think like that to start this whole momentum going. I don't think you can educate everybody on how to get out of the system. They either have to hit the rock bottom, or you have to find somebody like me and you who can bring our family up one step at a time.
So would you go ahead, or would you? You can try to tell people to hit the rock bottom as much as you want, but it's like trying to convince somebody to lose weight. But can I use that as an example?
No, you can't.
But it's not. I don't even think.
That's energy. I wouldn't do that.
What I'm saying is, you can't. You trying to convince people to change, in my opinion, you have to destroy and vote against the people that are making their life so comfortable. Unless you can make somebody else's life, you're never going to convince people or a large sum of people to get out of their comfort zone. You're never going to convince them, in my opinion. And the only option is to vote against it.
That's not true.
Well, the numbers have shown it because look at where we
Well,
are right now.
I'm not arguing your point of you can't convince them. I think it's the tools in which we use to convince them, right? Because
So
it goes
tell
back
me
to
how
what
would
you
you
said.
convince them? Tell me how you would convince them.
I just live my life.
Well, that's what I said. That's why I said it's not a responsibility.
Yeah.
Help
That's what
you
I'm saying. The
just
same
live your
thing.
life exactly how you live it, and then if other people want to look up to you and they look at that as cool, then they'll aspire to be that as well. But I think
That's what I was saying.
well, I know I
think
agree
we're
with
saying
that.
the same thing. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I
I think
agree
we're saying the same thing.
Yeah, I agree.
That it's just my job to do the best I can for me and my immediate family, and then those that I care about, and then my business that'll be a family unto itself. And I've learned that through experience. Like, you know, people that want more tend to seek mentorship within that realm. They tend to seek information. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I was saying. It's not when people are ready. If not, they'll never be ready.
But is it so much? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, is it so much people not being ready, so much as, like you were saying earlier, the medium in which you're able to articulate to them, right? I think that the medium and the way you articulate, I think, Dak, you know more than me, right? Like sales, right? How is this? What's the problem statement here, right? What's the problem and how is this affecting you individually? If you can articulate how this problem is directly affecting you, then you can educate any and everybody.
They don't know it's a problem.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they don't know it's a problem.
Like, you need to not necessarily convince about voting this one, that one. Like the convincing is off the table, in my opinion, right? My thing is, what's the problem and how do you articulate that problem? Because you're going to educate people and convince them of this and that and then the third. For me, for example, I don't care who's president. I don't care which party it is. How is this affecting me at the end of the day, right? So if you have a way in which you're able to articulate and tell me these are the things that affect you personally, and these are, you know, this is the resolution for those problems, I'm not gonna care. You know, as an average person, day in, day out, like, okay, I don't, you know, I you know, let's say hypothetical, right? Let's put it all together. You know, somebody that's on, you know, assistance or whatever, you know, food stamps, whatever the case may be, right? If you can't articulate the problem, the longevity of that problem to them, they're just gonna think it's just this is the solution. Like if you don't articulate, this was always designed to be a short-term solution. The long-term repercussions of this, the generational, you know, curses, all that good stuff. But I mean, that's just my opinion.
I don't know. Was that question directed to Dak or both of us?
Oh, both of y'all. I was, you know,
I don't want to.
I had to throw that in there.
And I think Dak kind of said it. The problem with your approach is you're assuming that you're trying to sell something to someone who wants or needs to be sold to. And I mean, the good part of sales is
it's not what politics is at the end of the day.
Yeah, but forget politics for a second. Like forget honestly, let's go to a place where it's just you, me, we're in a room with a bunch of people, right? Forget politics, forget everything outside of this chat right now. If you don't see anything wrong with white cabinets, I cannot convince you that those white cabinets are something like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing, yeah, because it doesn't matter. They're done. It's a cabinets are hung. You're not about to undo, change the doors.
But if you can, but that's what I'm saying. If you can articulate to me like, hey, this is the problem with them.
I could sell you on your white cabinets right now. I could convince you to change those cabinets. I can tell you, listen, man, that's a beautiful kitchen. But listen, if you put a nice little bit of color right there to really pop off that wall, the way that it works with the hardware, you could play with it. You know what I'm saying? I could sell you to get no cabinets. But for what? Why would I do that? What's the reason? Because the truth is this. I can sit here and convince you to buy different cabinets, or I could just go design a sexy ass kitchen over here, and you'd be like, damn, that shit does look good. You get what I'm saying? So the other part is, how much energy are you going to take to try and talk to everybody one-on-one, opposed to just, hey, doing what you need to do? And this is the nice part about what I would like to think of people that are in this group. When we elevate, we're not elevating by ourselves. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
When we elevate, it's for you, it's for Dak, it's for me, it's for Ebony, it's for this one, it's for, and it's, you know, and it builds as a group. So the momentum isn't singular. It can't be singular.
For sure.
No man is an island, right? This momentum is by osmosis going to affect the people that I care about the most. They're going to affect the people that they care about the most. And through that process, you kind of eliminate those that don't. And that sounds really messed up. But until somebody wants to take those steps, they're an NPC. They're a non-playable character. They are stuck in that system. They are in there doing their job like they're supposed to be doing. And that's okay too. And that's kind of what I was trying to say. Is it okay for the larger demographic? No, but it's not your job to save the world. It is your job to find other people who are not happy with the system they have. And once you find those people, and that's kind of what I was saying, Dak, once you find those people, you can work with them and let them worry about the people they care.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's simple. I mean, that's I'm not you can't try to save everybody. And that's why I have more of a libertarian stance. Less government, less assistance, less everything. Because we're competing against the assistance that the Democrats are giving people to make them comfortable. That's what we're actually competing against. If those people are not comfortable, until they are not comfortable in their current situation, they're not even going to be open to changing their situation. It just is what it is.
There's no problem. They have no problem.
I agree.
And again, once you have no problem and you're in the comfort zone, it's going to take hell and high water for me to tell you to get out of it. Why? What's the point? You know? But listen, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying I think your energy is better put towards raising you and the people that are in your circle.
Let me give you an example real quick. So I just had this young boy. He washed my car. 12 years old. He's got a car business. Like he was selling me on it. Like he sold me on it last week. I washed cars. He told me that the most money he made throughout a week. Like he's asking all these questions. He said he made like $1,200 1 week just washing cars. And I'm over here like, what? I'm doing the math. Like, wait, what? Like, and you know what he told me? You know what he told me? He said that he plans on dropping out of school in 10th grade when he could legally drop out. And I'm over here saying, I'm like, damn, this kid is planning on dropping out of school. And I said, why? He said, because I feel like it's a waste of time. Like I'm learning from people that have never had businesses, that are never going to teach me any of the things that I'm going to use in the future, that I'm already doing certain things that the people that are teaching me aren't even doing. So why would I stay here? And I'm over here just looking at it like, damn, look at that compared to people that are fighting to keep the Board of Education open that has been failing you. Just think of those different mindsets. That's why I always say it's not a money issue. It's a mindset issue. This kid's mindset is just totally different. And he's probably going to schools that are actually teaching him a lot more than the public schools are teaching, that people are trying to break into the Board of Education building to uphold, even though those departments have never even been serving us. So it's kind of like, I just look at it from a standpoint of, I really just look at it like, you know, when you just take things away from people, like I've never seen somebody benefit in the long run from them being given things that they did not earn. You rob them of the opportunity to develop the tools and skills when we're just giving them stuff. So I just really look at this world or politics, and we can try to ignore politics, but that's what we got to compete against. It is what it is. As this side wants to give you something, this side, I guess, doesn't care to give you anything. Which is going to benefit you? Not which group likes you the most, not which group has better intent, but which is going to benefit you the most in the long run. That's kind of how I look at it.
Can we take 2 seconds to just note how crazy it was that members of Congress went to the education building? We demand you let us enter because we're members of Congress.
For what?
Yo, that security guard. I need that security guard's like Twitter.
He's over here like, what?
My man was just like, you're not allowed here. I feel like that probably was that man's worst day on the job ever. And they were just like sitting upstairs like, you security, you gotta go, man. You volunteered. We volunteered you as tribute. And they all the cameras, like, it doesn't make a difference if you don't have like that. That was just a crazy day, in my opinion. Like, we demand entry to this building. I'm sorry. Let's just go back. When have you ever went to that building prior to this day with the cameras? Like, just tell me that. Just tell me that. Because
like, bro, I just work here. Like,
you look crazy.
I just work here. I don't want no problems.
Yeah, he was just in there. He like, I can't help you. I don't know. I'm the authorized representative.
He's like, yo, I just work here, please. I want to smoke.
He's like,
Nah, that's crazy, bro.
he's like, man, they got me working OT. This is not what I thought they was gonna have me working on a Saturday.
Do y'all like? I'm going back to it. I'd love to sit here and say, and in the grand scheme of things, in all of our individual lives, we know that politics doesn't matter. Like, you know, we'll be fine regardless. We'll adjust no matter who's in office.
Yo, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but like the whole social media detox I started about a few weeks back, I've gotten so much done within those few weeks that I just got off of Instagram and Facebook. And like I'm normally very productive, but like the fact that I guess I just wasn't distracted by all the BS happening over here, the drama, the anxiety, this. I was just like, oh wait, I got this and this. Yo, I started a whole business in the last. Like it's just crazy how much. It's a distraction, but that is part of the game. It's noticing the distractions, paying attention to distractions, and just letting it go the other way. That's all part of it, man. It's
or use it, or use it, or use it. It's a straight market. As much as it's a distraction, you don't have to look at it like that. Like it literally, if there's a platform to where people are going, like that's where you want to sell your products. Like that's a marketplace. You don't want to sell your product in a busy market. You don't want to sell your product. I just went to the market down the street. The fact that it's busy is a good thing. It's how we're using it. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's my point. That's my point. Because when I got off of social media, I told you I still go on Saturday and Sunday. When I go on Saturday and Sunday, it's to drop posts from my business.
You know what you're doing, yeah.
Drop information, a little something for the family, this, and that, and then I'm out. I don't even stick around to hear the engagement unless it's business related. I want to have a conversation. I'm out. And that's literally how you're supposed to use it. There's a tool in place, like you said, it's high traffic, it's high this. You don't have to be a consumer of it. Because it's hard to be a consumer and a seller and a producer at the same time. Use the tool. So I'm with you back on that. Yeah, definitely use it. I'm not saying avoid it like it's the plague or something. No, and recognize it what it is. It's a tool, you know.
But it is tough because people with a lot more money and a lot more backing, they can use that same tool. And
way better than you can too.
Just
they make it look good.
They control the algorithm. We heard what Zuckerberg said. It's let me play. I'm gonna play a damn, I want to play this longer video, but all right, we're gonna get a little.
I got it, yeah, because I still got a question for you. That's Sunday.
Oh no, go ahead, ask it. Yeah.
Man, it's got nothing to do with politics though, but it's current.
Switch it up, bro.
So it's Valentine's Day on Friday.
Oh man,
it's past Friday. This ain't me.
It was Valentine's Day.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy. I had no idea. You ain't even. It was this Friday coming up.
So can we talk about how crazy the game is? Can we just talk, guys and girls?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
We got opinions from both sides.
Matter of fact, I got something on here talking about relationships, so this is the perfect segue.
Friend of mine, not me. Friend of mine.
Sure.
Went out to dinner with one person. Great night. Had a great time.
You said you had a great time?
No. They did. Not me. They that person did. That person did.
Yeah, you heard that. You heard they did, right? Yeah.
I heard that.
So I was getting updates. I was
getting updates.
They came home and met up with somebody else. Is that where the game has come to? And I know for a fact
the girl.
The guy took one girl out.
So and then he met up with another girl.
Dropped her off, had a great night. She went home. Then went somewhere else, home, wherever. He met up with another girl.
Damn.
I got a question.
He just got dropped off from a dinner date with some other guy.
I got a question. What time did she get dropped home?
Which one?
Who met up with the other person? No, what time did their date end?
The guy met with the second person. The guy met up with the girl at 1, like 12.
Oh, this is late. Okay.
Late.
Okay. Yeah.
Is this what the game is turned into?
I don't think that's.
Is this what Valentine's Day is?
You can't ask the question like that. You can't. That's loaded. There's so many different variables in that conversation, right? Many different variables.
But then come to find out, he had told me that the girl he linked at 12:31 in the morning, she got dropped off home too from some other date she went on, and she's like, "Oh no, I'm so tired." And then, like, what?
Okay, so she lied.
Like, what? Is this what?
I don't think that's. Hold on. First of all, I don't think that's game. I don't think that's the game. I don't think that. I'll be honest with you. Unless any of them in a committed relationship, none of them did anything wrong. Now, the girl that lied, said she was tired and she's going in the house, that feels a little icky for me because you lying. It's a lie. You know what I mean? You lying. It's a little. Now, granted, if I drop Shorty off and I'm like, yo, I had a great night. I didn't lie. We had a great night. I do want to see you again. We're gonna have a good time. If I got my sneaky link lined up, what did I do wrong? I'm not in a committed relationship with this person. Now, granted, here's where things get tricky. If I've expressed to this person that I went on a date with, if I'm giving them the indication that me and them are exclusive, then I'm in the wrong. Then I'm in the wrong.
So
Now,
so he wasn't wrong for going out with two people on Valentine's Day, but if he had an indication,
he didn't go out with two people on
first
Valentine's
girl,
Day. He didn't go out with two. He went out with one person on Valentine's Day. It was the 14th when he linked up at 1 a.m. What are you talking about? Now, and first off, they didn't. But this is important. I want to talk about this, right? I want to talk about this. The second one he met up with, right? They didn't go on a date. They were doing their whatever they normally do. They could have went watched a movie. They could have went. That could have been his friend with benefits.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I don't think his name.
Yeah, he was watching.
What I'm saying. No, but all jokes aside, like, I know we joking with playing. Sometimes you gotta lie. Who said that? Yo, this nigga's a problem. Yo, no.
Okay, wait. Okay, so time out. If the shoe was on the other foot, if the roles were reversed, right? If a girl was doing that to a guy, would it still be the same?
It would be exactly the same for me.
Okay, fair enough.
You know why? I can tell you, I'm not just saying that to say that. It would be exactly the same because why am I taking this girl out on Valentine's Day? Is this somebody I've been dating? Or is this somebody I just want to have a good night? You know, it was shorty, she cute, we went out for the night. It was Valentine's Day. If that's the case, then what she does after we leave this date is none of my business. If this is someone that I've been talking to for a while, then 1 o'clock in the morning, I kind of have an idea of where they are, what they're doing. We talk. We probably text them. We're in communication. So if they have the ability to end their date and have enough isolation time, whatever, to go about and do whatever they want with other people, they weren't that far along in their relationship building side. Like, I feel like
I'm gonna add a little twist to this, and this is what I found the most diabolical out of all of this. He got both of them chocolate covered strawberries, flowers, and a teddy bear. Both of them got the same thing. I'm like, I don't know.
Are men and women the same?
Ooh.
Dak, stop it. No, I'm with you. They're not, but I don't think that's the direction he was going.
I'm just asking a question.
I was just asking.
You trying to start trouble? I'm not.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm not partaking in that trouble.
I'm just asking because
I don't think it matters what gender they are though in this scenario.
I'm worried. So you think that a woman can entertain men just how men can entertain women, and it be just as healthy? Or I'm just asking.
Okay, so I will say, I think the situation proved it though, because the second girl in this situation, the one that linked up at 1 a.m, she was already on a date with another dude allegedly too. So the situation, I think, the shoe fits.
Yo, how did we get here? This is bad. This is bad.
No, that's why he asked if that the game is. But what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter, right? Because if that's the person you're serious about, then you kind of have an idea of where they are at 1 o'clock in the morning. Until you don't. But until then, they don't owe you anything.
Whole world out here, man.
That's not cold. Bro. How is that cold? How is it? Tell me
the truth.
Because y'all making it sound like I'm saying something crazy.
Nah, you're not. I'm just the reality of what you guys, the picture y'all are painting. It's just a cold world out here.
I don't think so. They everybody benefited the way they wanted to benefit. It was mutual.
Yeah, but how is it gonna? All right, so this is my question. It's almost like.
Yeah, because they both got dinner, and then the other one got.
Maybe I'm just.
Dak, nobody in this scenario were meant to be in a committed relationship to each other.
Oh.
Oof. Yeah.
Nobody in this scenario was meant to be.
That's why I'm saying the cold world.
That's not cold.
It's reality. Cold? What's it gonna bring? What's the overall purpose? What's the I really believe that. All right, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I believe that every time a woman is with a guy, and even a guy with a woman, that affects you, bro.
Absolutely. No,
That
no, no,
affects you.
yeah.
So
I
I know a
agree.
lot of people run around and say women don't matter, your body count don't matter, this don't matter that. I gotta be honest, like I think that affects you. You know what's so funny? It'd be the women that are super spiritual and are everything else in your life affects you spiritually, but then you could just have casual sex and that not impact you.
Okay.
So I'm just looking at it, and the guy, and I'm looking at it from a guy's standpoint too. I know that's the lustful thing, right? That's the lustful thing for us to want to entertain, for us to want to.
Maybe when I was younger.
It's
it takes a lot now.
So let
It
me.
takes
If it takes a lot, then I'm just asking. I'm not saying that. I'm just asking. Like,
yeah.
Why would what's the benefit of taking one girl out and then linking with another? I'm just asking. What's the benefit? Like, what's really the benefit? Like, at the end of the day,
I to be honest with you, I've
been conditioned. Like, we're all. Trust me, I've been part of the conditioning as well. Like, that's what we lust for.
No, I mean, okay, maybe we'll talk about general consensus. I get it. For me, there was no benefit.
So there's no benefit there. That's why I said it's a cold world.
No, but that's because there's no benefit. What makes it cold is that
it's not meaningful, because in the grand scheme of things, is it, if you look at stuff black or white, is it helping you get towards where you want to get to, or is it not helping you get towards where you want to get to?
I feel like that's making it so, it's making it too black and white. Almost.
You like the gray area. Gray area is a dangerous place to play.
Let me explain something. I'm not saying I'm
dangerous place to play. I'm not saying you're wrong for playing there.
No. You're misunderstanding me, right?
Break it down for me.
Have you ever had a person that you know you cannot be in a committed relationship with this person, but you guys share something? Whether that's your person that you can just decompress with on a long, maybe that's the girl you hit up, like, yo, you haven't one in weeks, I'm having one in weeks. Let's link up, catch a movie, catch a vibe, chill. Sometimes sex happens. That is all the purpose you guys serve in each other's life.
It's always going to lead to something bad.
Oh, sneaky links?
It's always going to lead to something bad.
Nobody said anything about no sneaky link.
It's always going to lead to something bad.
What I'm talking about is a friend with a benefit. That's all I mean.
Friends with benefits. Okay.
It's just a friend with benefit. Nobody's sneaking around. Nobody's committed to anybody in this relationship, because I do believe that that's toxic. I believe that comes back around. That's bad karma. At least that's something I believe now.
Yeah, women can't handle that, bro. I'm being honest. Women can't handle that. Women will sit there and say that they can handle something like that, or friends with benefits. And the type of woman that can handle that, I'm scared to death of her. Like, I'm being honest.
Hold on, but that's okay.
Women are not to handle. I don't know what type of women are built to just be having casual sex out here without catching feelings. Eventually, those feelings are going to, those feelings are gonna come up. They're gonna come up, and it's gonna be an issue. It could be all good for as long as it's all good, but at the end of the day, those feelings are gonna come in play unless she just has other reasons to not be liking you. But those feelings, in my opinion, are going to come up, and the only time that they won't come up is if she's dealing with somebody else that she has feelings for and dealing with you for other reasons. And I'm telling you.
No, I'm not talking about that. What I'm saying is
there's no friends with benefits, bro. There's no.
There is short term. There is short term, because you move the goalposts.
Bro, you're supposed to marry your best friend, right? You're supposed to marry your best friend, right?
You move the goalposts, right? I'm not crazy.
But you're supposed to marry your best friend, right?
but okay. But he's not saying it's a best friend. Okay, short term, there's a win.
I'm not telling y'all it's wrong. Right? Y'all missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's wrong. What I'm saying is somebody's gonna end up getting hurt.
No,
that's what I'm saying. No, I get it. But that doesn't mean it's wrong right now.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong at all.
In the long term, something's gonna go wrong. 100%.
I do believe that friends with benefits does it.
Friends with benefits works, because if there's not enough time for something to go wrong, nobody loses. But if it's
she does lose, because that's another body on her, and I don't know about
y'all. That's long term, and that's on that person. That's longevity on that. Like, yeah, Ebony just said in the chat, it's a short term fix. It's a temporary fix.
It's a short term fix. It's not a. That's all I'm saying. Because remember, we weren't talking about long committed relationship. We were talking about, were those parties wrong for that night, the way they managed that. I don't think they were wrong.
I'm not saying anybody's wrong long term or short term. I'm not saying it's wrong. I don't want to use that word right or wrong. There is no right or wrong as far as what I'm saying.
Boy, it's crazy, son.
There is no right or wrong as far as I'm saying. I'm just saying. So let me say you is this. Let me ask you this. Do you believe that in sexual interactions, men and women can handle it the same way? And then
Absolutely
I got a
not.
follow-up question.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so if they can't, as men, do we got responsibility to not put them in that situation that we know that ultimately they're not going to be able to handle? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm sure we've all done messed up.
I think,
I'm not saying that.
That's why I was saying. I think it's a matter of who you're dealing with and when you're dealing with them.
Bro, they all the same.
No, they're not all the same.
I don't know about that.
They're not all the same, bro. They're not all the same.
Because
I don't know what type of if any woman I'm around that I'm dealing with, she's gonna like me eventually if I'm around her enough.
Yeah,
they're all the same, bro. Why is she around you?
Okay, then you're abusing the friend with benefit.
No, you're abusing it by having sex with him. I'm saying don't even have sex with him.
hey, yo,
how am I the one abusing it by saying yo?
Hold on. I'm trying to think of how to, because I'm looking away and I'm not trying to look away.
Hold on. You're telling me that if there's a girl that's hanging out around you a lot, eventually she's not going to catch feelings for you, especially if you're dealing with her?
You put a lot on this.
What did I put a lot on?
You can't be dating a friend with benefit.
yeah, you can't date a benefit. No, you can't do that.
We're
So
not.
what's
You said
the-
hanging out with a lot. Listen, you're putting stipulations
So what's the
on
friend
this.
with benefit?
Just
I'm telling you, it's just you compress it. Yeah,
Bro,
once in a blue, y'all
like
link.
that, I know I'm too old for it. I'm being honest. I'm too old for that. I'm too old for that, bro.
I mean,
And I'm not saying. Yo, hold up. I'm gonna say something that I probably shouldn't say. I'm not saying it won't happen next week with me, but I'm too old for that. It would be a problem. I would be looking down on myself like, why did you do that? I'm being honest.
No. I think you're conflating two different things, right? Let me paint a scenario real quick. I'll be real quick. You have a person you may be off and on with since high school. Like you've known them a long time. Y'all mess around once every few months. It's not even that serious. It's just somebody that, because I do believe in soulmates and I do believe in soul ties and I do believe in your person. There are people that you guys can share a connection with that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be one that you carry into a forever thing, because the forever thing can actually ruin your friendship with that person. Now, again, I'm not talking about dating them. I'm not talking about you guys linking up every single weekend. Like that's just your weekend buddy. No, that is giving somebody a very wrong impression. You guys need to figure out what it is you're doing. I'm not referring to that. I'm talking about
your buddy is crazy.
Yeah, paint the picture for me.
I'm talking about once in a while. So you guys have never had a person who like, yo, me and her just vibe.
Just
really
because
well.
it's happened in the past don't mean it's right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not built for it. I'm not built for it. I'm just saying I'm not built for it.
That contradicts what you said.
I gotta figure my shit out because I ain't like this is sounding toxic as hell. And I feel like
no. Okay, stop.
To me, you got kids, bro. You're in a totally different situation. You already have kids, bro. It's totally
different. I'm still open to my wife that God has for me. That's not the. I said I'm still leaving myself.
If I wasn't planning on having no more kids, or if I wasn't planning on having kids, or in your situation planning on having no more kids, that's a totally different situation. But and I'm not saying. Let me be very clear. I'm not saying y'all are wrong. What I'm saying is, I just realized that certain things I need to put together in my life ASAP because I ain't built for this shit, bro. I'm being honest, yo. But
that goes to what you were saying earlier. I feel like, right? Different situations at different times, right? In the past, it might have served you, but now it's not. That this type of relationship isn't serving you.
You gotta be present. So, for example, right?
Oh man, you got to be present. I used to tell myself that. I used to tell myself, oh my God, my parents are listening to this shit. I used to tell myself, you got to be present. You in the moment. You deserve. You a good dude. You like,
oh, man. Good dude is crazy. You a good dude. Hold on. How did we get here?
Oh,
What's happening right now?
Hold on.
I'm tapping out, yo. I'm tapping
I
out.
think this is going completely left than where I wanted it to go. Because what I was talking about is not really a girl that you just tag, like you dragging her along and you know you telling her you promising her this and you're gonna do this and this never comes. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm talking about somebody who the entire premise of your relationship with this person is, hey, this is someone I can decompress with, and that's it.
Women aren't built for that, and you're looking at it from
That's
your
not
perspective
true,
as
bro.
a man.
No,
I'm-
okay.
no,
well,
my opinion. You
No,
got
I
your
get it,
opinion.
I get it.
I'm telling you, my opinion is women are not built for that. Maybe your experience is that they are. Women are not built for that.
My experience is to be mindful of what you're saying and make sure that I don't abuse that relationship.
Bro, it's not it's not about abusing it, bro. You could sit here and have a conversation with the girl and say, hey, this is where I'm at in life. I understand where you're at in life. We're just gonna keep this casual friends with better. You can say all that stuff. The woman can agree with it, say all this other stuff. At the end of the day, and I'm just telling you, in my opinion, I may be wrong. At the end of the day, she's going to catch feelings.
Or you can catch
or
feelings.
me.
Or the guy.
And either way, that creates a situation that is now you went into it, said you signed the contract for one thing. Now there's something different.
But that we're adults. There's nothing wrong with us
I'm not
communicating.
gonna
that.
hold you. This is giving me flashbacks to that.
Nah, we're not adults, bro. We're not adults. When it comes to this, we're not adults, bro.
No, we're not adults. Because look at what happened
We're
on
not
TikTok.
adults, bro.
Have y'all
We're
seen
not
that TikTok clip?
No, I
Y'all
don't have
seen
TikTok.
We're adults in this
And you
situation.
ain't seen that. And you ain't seen that. Dag, you
I
know
don't
Huh?
the homie Montoya. Por
Who's that?
favor. Dag, search it up. Pull the screen up.
Hold on, I put it on YouTube.
Pull this on TikTok.
We
Pull
about
it
to
up.
show something
On
crazy.
TikTok, what do I
my
search? Send me it on TikTok. I got TikTok pulled
Type
up.
it in chat. Type it in chat.
Can I type
So
it
you
in?
can copy and paste
Let me
it.
text
Yeah,
it to you. Let me text it to you.
Yeah.
Ben said you get hurt in marriage. That's okay. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's what was happening at Bez. This nigga Bez. He said you get hurt in marriage, it don't even matter.
yeah, I
Yo,
mean,
Bez
he's not wrong. He's definitely not wrong.
Bro, people get hurt. Something we talked about. You just gotta have the tools and stuff in place to deal with when you get hurt.
Nah, because this is what Dag you about to pull up. Okay, sidebar. So this is like
Text it to me or you send it in the chat.
I text it to you. So it's like the Spain or Dominican Temptation Island or whatever, right?
Well, Dominican Republic.
Bro, you ain't texted.
I definitely just texted to you.
Oh, you wrote. Yo, hold on. Hey, yo, hey, this is what he texted me. Yo, hold on.
You said text it to me. I
Hey,
texted to you.
You thought he was gonna text me a link, right?
He was going
Yo,
to send
he
the
literally
link.
That's
texted
his
me.
first-
Hold on. Where's my phone? Yo, hold on. Yo, you thinking? Hold on. The understanding was he's gonna text me a link, right?
You said
Yeah.
text me like I said I'm gonna text you. That's
Hold
all
on.
I said. I said I'm gonna text you a link. Okay.
He gonna text me, search Montoya. You could have just said that. Yeah. He said, search Montoya. He literally. Hold on, let me.
Bro, we on live. I couldn't you know what I'm saying?
Montoya. All right, I just searched it. Montoya.
Montoya on TikTok. This is crazy. You
I
talking
see a
about
bunch of videos though.
huh?
I see a bunch of videos.
Click on like the first one. You talking about women can't take it, guys cannot take it. My man crashed out in 4K.
See, you talking about modern men.
Mm.
And hold on. And hold. To your point, you're absolutely right. A guy,
I was gonna say, I wasn't modern.
in some instances, the guys crash out more than the women.
This guy, I mean, his crash out is kind of valid.
Yeah.
You gotta watch this, but like,
Hold on, let me pull it
Bro.
up. You tell me. I'm gonna pull up the screen. You tell me which one it is.
I think guys crash out just as much as women.
Yeah, when a guy when you have feelings for a woman and you running around saying that that's just a friend with benefit, let her go deal with another guy.
I mean, I don't have a problem with her dealing with nothing. That's my nigga.
If you got feelings for her, you don't got no problem.
Oh no. If you have feelings, if anybody has feelings, you guys can't be dealing with each other.
Well, you know feelings are gonna come.
I'm gonna need you. What? No,
You
that's
don't-
not always true.
It's not always true.
You can mitigate that.
Bruh.
hold on, I just sent it to you.
You can mitigate that.
Is this? I'm looking. You see it on the screen? Look on the screen.
Oh, that first one. Yeah,
This
that
one?
first- yeah, that one right there.
Oh,
with
Nah, he-
somebody else. Like,
He dipped.
he dipped.
Yeah,
Nah, he
man.
about to.
He
Oh,
ran
this
from
is
one
a
side of the
show?
island to the other side of the
I
island.
feel him, man. Like, yo, I should
Nah,
just
you gotta run,
like,
though.
keep
Oh, no.
running, bro. Keep running,
Yo,
bro.
man, he running on the sand too. You know that shit hurt.
He did him dirty or something?
No, is this one
That's
of
from
the
somebody else on the TV.
You said he saw what?
On the TV is his shorty with somebody else on the other
So
side of the
I
island.
think no. Okay, I think this
Oh,
show.
he's
is-
Yeah, so he runs to like, and there's a whole thing. Like, there's a
Hold
part
on,
two.
hold
This is
on.
part. Yeah, you got it. There's a whole thread. So we're talking about
I think-
girls can handle it. My man could not handle it, dude.
Look, man.
I think this is one of those couple shows though, like the ones
Yeah,
where
it's
they
like
swap
one of those-
wives.
yeah.
Yeah. But still, I'm not. I would never put myself in this position. That's crazy.
Never.
Even if I like her a little bit, I'm not risking that. Yo, honestly, and Dak, maybe you're right. Just the older I get, I like people less. Like it takes a lot for me to really consider you like a potential partner.
Mm.
And
Yo,
that's why I was saying,
Just think about it. If you're the type of dude, you're a friend with a girl, right? You're a friend with her. She enjoys hanging out with you more than the dude she's even dating. That's why y'all are friends with benefits, right? But for whatever reason, one of y'all just doesn't want to be in a relationship, so the other one still wants to hang out. So they say they're okay with it just so they can still chill with you, right?
I just want to add that Dak said something about her being in a relationship. I ain't never said nothing about the friend with benefit being in another
All
relationship.
right, so now, even if she's not,
I just want to put that in there.
I assume everybody
Let the record reflect.
I assume everybody dealing with somebody. I don't see a lot of people just not dealing with nobody. I don't know.
No. I've met people that don't deal with anybody.
All right, well, shout
I
out to
don't
that,
know.
man. So you, those are the ones, man. That's what fellas, y'all. Those are the ones, in my opinion. And then so she's not. Hold on. So she's not dealing with anybody, and then Aunt gonna just mess it up and try to just finesse and get the friends with betting. Man.
No, see you acting like I had to finesse nothing, bro. It was a vibe. That's just
Bro,
what we do.
just you being who you are. You know why it's a finesse? Because you know that there's not a lot of Anthony Lords out here. So the fact that you're gonna bless her with your presence, you know what I'm saying? It's easy for
I
you to just
understand what you're saying,
you
bro.
get what I'm saying, right?
I do, but at the same time, that's why I say you gotta be responsible how you do it, and how often you do it.
How you do that? Teach me. Not that I want to know. I'm just saying for the people. No, I'm just asking for the people. Like,
Get out of here, son. Get out of here. That
He got the notepad right below the camera. He got the notepad ready.
No. I'm telling you right now. I don't want no. Yo.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I never said you're wrong. All I was saying is the people on Valentine's Day night, we don't have enough information about what relationship they're in, what they're doing, how they benefit from each other to make a determination of whether or not they were wrong.
Nah, ladies,
Because we
don't
all
leave
have
the
friends
house.
with benefits.
Ladies, don't leave the house after 10. Don't leave the house.
Nobody
If
should
he
leave
didn't
the
take you
house.
out on a date, if he didn't, I can't believe if he didn't take you out on a date, ladies, take your ass in the house. Take your ass in the house. Don't listen to all this stuff that your body count don't matter. All this friends with benefits,
No,
ladies.
no.
You are not built for that, ladies. And maybe I'm saying I ain't built for it either. So we both ain't built for it. Come on, y'all come on now. Y'all ain't. Nah, man. I'm just For me, you got to know yourself. That's what you say. You got to know yourself. Being responsible is knowing yourself
And the other person.
and the other person. So I'm
And the other person.
come on, man.
Ebony said real shit though.
Huh?
Ebony said real shit though. Yeah.
I didn't see it.
No, in the chat.
No,
In the
no,
chat.
no,
Ebony
no.
said real
Why I'm
shit,
not
though.
seeing the chat?
You can't see the chat.
Word, I
You
ain't
got
seeing
people on
the
the
chat.
right side.
Oh no, I see it now. Ebony,
Yeah,
what's she
yeah.
saying real shit to? Which one? I don't know. What she
I don't
saying.
know. That's why.
Damn, you got to bring it down. I don't know.
I mean, listen, I'm also on the fence of staying in the house after 10. Like, ain't nothing unless we was already together
See
before
what
10.
he doing? He giving y'all information. He giving y'all advice. He wouldn't even take him. That's
That's
how
not
it go,
true.
man. That's how it go.
That's not true. I don't know what the benefit of them taking each other out on a date was for Valentine's Day. That part I don't understand.
Yo,
So I want
all
people
this
to understand.
dating, yo,
I can't
honestly,
go. He was saying how like he likes the first one so that they, kind of go out here and there and like it's a
If
romantic.
you like the first one, why you still linking with the second one?
That's what I'm saying. Is it
now ain't asking the right. Now let me stop. I'm over here.
No. no, because he never. That's more information. He's saying he actually likes Shorty.
So he.
If it was with somebody, maybe he just wanted to hit up a restaurant. They had a night, something special for Valentine's.
They may not be there yet. That's all.
That, like now talking through it, it makes sense. Like maybe they haven't gone that.
They not there yet. He don't want press.
He don't want press, and he has somebody that you know.
And you're not gonna mess up what you got. And again, the one that when I say mess up what you got, I'm not talking about a potential partner. That is your friend with benefit. Like that's
no.
I
I thought it was crazy buying them both teddy bears and chocolate covered strawberries and flowers, and
he's wrong for that.
That was crazy to me. So
actually, no.
Damn,
well, he's wrong for taking the end of the day. I don't know. That's a complicated situation. We don't have enough information. We're making a lot of assumptions.
We could assume because I'm gonna talk to you later. I'm gonna call later, ask him more questions.
We can assume. I'm about to talk to him right now.
I'm be like, hey, you're featured on the podcast, bro. You should come on here next week.
Oh, you funny, bro. Get out of here, man.
Actually,
set me up, man.
If one of my friends pops up next week, y'all gonna be like, oh, Valentine's Day? That's what this is.
You gonna send him the link to the video.
I'm gonna be.
If you come back with more information, we know why. He saw that shit. It's like, yo, let me make something real clear.
See, Ev responded about eventually catching feelings and not really being built for it or even enjoying it after a while, but really it's about when you're ready to level up, you won't want certain energy interference. Yo, I'm gonna be honest. Yo. All right, so let me tell y'all. All right, so I think you can even develop a lot of resentment, in my opinion, because like a lot of times, come on, we know how to talk to. What's the next topic, man? What's the next topic out here?
Wait, hold on. I want to comment on what Emily said real quick, and then we can move on. Because she ended it with the level up part, right? And that's kind of what I was saying with the scenario. If he's taking Shorty out on this date, it seems like he's trying to find somebody to be in a committed relationship with. Then he shouldn't be doing the other half. So when it comes to the leveling up part, I'm not partaking in certain behavior. I'm not doing certain things. I'm moving with the intent to be in a committed relationship. But I didn't want to assume that for him. Does that make sense? Because if he is in fact trying to level up, if he is trying to be committed to this person, then yeah, he's 100% wrong. I don't care what their relationship dynamic is. You are leading somebody on while you're still messing around with somebody else. That's just bad energy coming back to you regardless.
True.
It has nothing to do with the women at all. You're telling the universe that, I'm not really ready for a committed relationship. So from that aspect, I get it. But again, I didn't want to make that assumption. We were just kind of talking about them in that evening. Maybe that's just, it is what it is. But
cold world.
Crazy, bro.
Cold world. Ed don't want to hear that. It's a cold world out here.
It's not that cold, bro. It's not that cold.
Man. The lust, man. We fighting lust. All this. All right, yo. All right, so I want to show y'all this. Damn, we gonna get canceled with this one.
It's not.
Look at Shot playing game. See, I feel like I feel like people gonna look back and say I'm simping on this. I don't know, but I'm just.
No, you're not simping. You're not simping.
We understand what power we got in these situations, bro. Especially when we playing around at this age, it's like.
You're talking about playing around.
I don't know. You want to know why? Because just how you said you could sell him on changing his cabinets easily, right? Remember you said that?
Mm-hmm.
We know how we can talk to women
but you're of the assumption that you're the only one that wants something from that exchange.
Nah, I'm not. Well, no, I'm not under that assumption. What I'm saying is that even if that woman is saying that she does not want something from that exchange, or you're saying that say it again. You're saying I'm under the assumption that I'm the only one that wants something from. Even if the woman says that she wants it, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Even if the woman says that she wants it, she just is thinking in that moment. You know what I'm saying? She's thinking in that moment. Who knows what she's going through? She likes you.
Yeah, but you her nigga for the moment. It's like, no. Let me stop. Listen, you're making it sound away. I ain't trying to make it sound no type of crazy and nothing like that. Yeah, I don't know. I have had friends with benefits who we benefit from each other. We do, whatever. But
I hope
I
that
don't just mean sex.
door
Like,
closed in there in the office right now.
What you mean, yo, just mean sex?
it's not just sex, bro.
So then y'all would just be friends. The benefits mean sex.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Hold on. So what's the difference? Hold on. If it's not sex, then that's just your friend.
That's not true.
So what does friends with benefits mean? What benefits are you getting from the friend that you wouldn't be getting from her just being your friend and not having benefits?
So the way I look at that specifically is sex can happen. It's not necessarily the reason I'm bringing you over here.
But what's the benefit?
The benefit is just other company.
What's the value add here? What's the value add here?
Well, let me get it, bro. Let me get it.
Go ahead.
So decompress night, right? Decompress night is just what it sounds like. Yo, it's been a long week. Let's go hit up the spot. Let's do it. It's just at that point,
do that
it's
with
a friend.
But you could do that with a friend.
But you're not spending the night with your friend. You're not over here like
that's the benefit.
And again,
hold on. So you spending nights with chicks that you're not having sex with?
I mean, if you want to get
it could happen. It's not. It could happen.
The goal is my bad. I didn't know.
The goal is not sex. No, the goal is not sex. It could happen.
So if you have feelings for a girl, so let's flip it. If you have feelings for a girl,
you talking about feelings. Nobody talking about feelings.
So
we're not talking about feelings. We talking about, yo, it's been a long week. Where's Shorty at? What you doing tonight? Let's link up. Let's have a fun night. Yeah. Let's go catch that movie we was talking about. Let's go have dinner. Yo, let's go smoke a blunt. Let's do this. Let's do. You know what I'm saying? Like
I would tell. You would tell your son this advice, but you would not tell your daughter this advice.
That's a good point. Let me think about that. How old's my daughter?
It don't matter. If your daughter's 20 to 30, to 35, 40, you would tell your daughter to avoid that situation, but you would tell your son it's cool.
I don't think. Hold on, let me think about it, because I don't think.
Why you have to think about it when it was somebody else's daughter?
Listen, I don't think there's no. And again, I don't think there's anything wrong with the situation. But as long as we understand that this situation is going to keep you away from a committed relationship, then they're both adults and they're making their own decisions.
We not adults.
Bro, not everybody's always out to look for the next partner, bro. Like honestly, a large part of my life post-divorce was healing, recovering, looking for just myself and just having a good time. And through that process, you meet people that you cannot or will not be in a committed relationship, who will not be in a relationship with you. But you guys enjoy each other's exchange.
When you have kids and you're divorced, that's a different position. I totally understand that. Totally understand.
Maybe. Yeah,
totally
maybe.
understand.
You're right.
Totally understand.
Because I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Because before that, I mean, I don't know, bro. I think it's really dependent on who you are with that person, what you guys benefit from each other. Yo, a lot of times, Shorty just likes your company and your presence. It doesn't have to be an everyday time.
Yeah, Ant. That's what makes it dangerous, Ant. That's the whole point, Ant.
It could be in
just like being around me. Yeah. That's
the whole point. All right, next topic, yo. Next topic.
I think that's time. That's time. Cut it. Cut it.
Yeah, we're going to the next.
Y'all want to get I'm gonna ask y'all. So
I'm over here dying, jacket
this
butt.
Real interesting video.
West Indian men are different. Yo, see, I told you I was making me sound crazy up here. Go to the next topic, yo.
Nah, when we look back, I think looking back at it, more people gonna agree with you than me. I'm being honest. Like I feel,
but I do think that's a result of where we are in society today. I will say that.
Either or, even as I'm saying this stuff, and I want to be very clear. Like I'm talking about the struggles that I deal with. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that if I was giving myself advice, like I want to be very clear, I could go do something next week and just be like, damn. But if I look at it, you get what I'm saying? If I look at it and observe it, I got to be like, bro,
Ebony, don't come to me like
better.
That.
You know what I'm saying? That was the wrong move. You know what I'm saying? You should. So it's lust, bro. It's lust.
Ebony, you Trini? Ebony says she Trini. I'm sorry, I was listening to Dak, but I read she Trini.
Oh, she is Trini. All right. No. All right. So let's talk. Hold on. Let's take it a different way. Let's take it a different way. I got something to show y'all. I got something. Y'all take a look at this. Damn. Do I even want to play this?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. This is about to get crazy. Like.
All right, we playing it. It is what it is.
Nah. Okay.
It is.
Hi. Hello. Blossom. She, her, hers powerhouse.
Blossom Powerhouse. Lovely to meet you.
Yes. Go ahead. I want to know your ideology around transgenderism, something that doesn't exist. It just sounds more like conservative propaganda. So I kind of want to know a little bit more about what you're trying to communicate.
Okay, I think for all of history everywhere, people have understood the human person to have something to do with his.
Hold on. Maya, we don't.
Yeah, no. Hold on. Wait. Okay, Maya she has a good point, right? But here's the thing about Maya's point. If the first one is somebody that you're considering for a relationship, you should not be looking for the goods, one, off rip like that. And two, you shouldn't even be looking for goods. That's my opinion. Am I wrong in that?
Yo, hold on. Let me take this off. I got a question for y'all. Should we even be dating?
Who is we?
Should dating even exist?
Who is we?
Should dating even exist?
No, dating exists.
No, should it? Like, what's the point of dating?
That's a good question.
I think his computer died.
Okay. I think dating, today's world dating, no, definitely not.
Like, do you think we benefit from it?
Today, currently, definitely not.
Yeah, I feel like it brings us more in the wrong direction.
In, I guess, what the original intention might have been. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was probably.
Hold on, did I delete Maya's comment?
Yeah, wait, whoa, where'd it go?
It's not showing on mine.
No, it's not. Yeah,
I don't think she can delete it on her end. I don't know. Whatever. We saw it.
We
got what you meant. But that's why I'm asking. Like, should dating? You know what's crazy? You know what? The older I get, I used to look at arranged marriages crazy and getting married young crazy. But the older I get, I realize that
it's not so crazy.
You think that the more life experience you have, things are gonna get. To me, it actually makes it a lot harder, in my opinion.
For sure,
it makes things a lot harder in a lot of ways, and I don't know. And Shy wrote, "No, it's been a waste of time for me." Like, you want to know why? I think because our culture, as it's currently constructed, does not go well with dating. Because think about our culture. We're going into it with a mindset of the fellas, we just want to get as much as we can. You know what I'm saying?
But I think it's everybody. So to Ebony's point, capitalism benefits, right? Everybody's looking for a goal. Nobody's going into it looking to date. Everybody's coming into it with an objective or an ulterior motive, let's say, right? Like, everybody's looking for, I want this guy to take me out. The guy's looking to, what can I do? What can I get out of her? The girl's looking for, I'm trying to get it back. I'm trying to get nobody, unfortunately. And if they are out, it's very few that actually go into dating these days with pure good intentions. I'm just trying to meet somebody.
And to that point, the capitalism, I didn't even think about it, Eb. Like, that's true, because it's almost like it's a mixture. Like, when you combine Instagram and all this other stuff, people were constantly comparing ourselves to other people. So it's like this date. It's like I've heard plenty of people say, like, oh, you can't get coffee on the first date, or you can't do this on the first date, or you can't just go to the park and hang out and just chill at the park and have get some food and just sit out on a blanket or something. You can't do those things on the first date because people are comparing it to what else is on Instagram, whether it's Valentine's Day or another day. So it's like all of this stuff, as it's currently constructed, like the whole pot, when you throw everything in the pot, it's just a bad mix. It's like a toxic mix. Like, maybe if they were separate, the ingredients were separate, it would be okay. But the fact that they're all together, they just create this like toxic mixture that it just doesn't impact us in a positive way, I feel like.
Definitely doesn't end well. Like you were saying earlier, it doesn't end well for any way that cookie crumbles.
Damn. I'm glad that we turned off the other video because that was a little. I didn't.
That was gonna go left. I already knew I could tell where that was gonna go. That was gonna go left real quick.
It's
But it's all good. It's 9 o'clock anyways. So
it's 9 o'clock. So we're gonna wrap it up. Maybe we'll let me wrap it up with a cool little video. Let me see what else we got. Like a short video if we could finish it up with. Matter of fact, we'll wrap it up with 2 videos. So I just want to wrap it up with one inspirational video from Kamala Harris. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna wrap it up with a couple videos, but I'm not gonna be commenting on them. I'm just gonna be looking at them and just kind of observing. You can comment if you like. I'm not gonna be commenting.
Did you just say a motivational video?
I got yeah, motivational video from Kamala Harris. Hold on.
For those rights.
This is the one where I said they were talking about she was drunk.
For those rights to be maintained, which means we have to be vigilant, and it's just the nature of it. Yes, I mean, look what this beautiful play and everything that we know he was suppressed. He had to suppress so much, but he knew, and he took those risks. But we have to be clear-eyed, and it doesn't mean we don't see the beauty in everything, right?
Well, you gotta see the beauty in
These things
everything.
all coexist.
They do coexist.
But I believe we fight for something, not against something.
We fight for something. I like drunk
Right,
comedy.
and that's our optimism. Right?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, with that, I'm leaving. For those rights.
I'm liking Kamala right now. I'm like, she said some good stuff. You not inspired?
Yeah, really inspired, bro. So inspired.
All right, let me move on. Hold on.
Inspiration coming out my ears.
There was 2 others. Yo, this is wild. This is not funny. This is not even a funny video, but apparently the Nigerian Air Force, and I gotta hit up my homegirl OG Baywa. But apparently the Nigerian Air Force, they were doing parachute training, military training. Bro, it looks like there's holes. And
There's holes in his parachute.
Bro, look at this. I don't even know if this is really. I don't know what this is, bro.
Fit and knees together. 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 What? It's like you are lose control.
No. Oh, hold on.
Why are they even doing this thing, for goodness sake?
Yo, why do their parachutes have
All of
holes?
them have holes, bro.
This may be fake. I don't know. Maybe this is fake.
No, that's not. There's no way this is fake. All I can really tell you.
Yo, look at this one hit the thing. Look at this one hit the thing. Yo, I just want to be clear. I'm cool with sending a little aid. We can send our old parachutes over there. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Parachutes are supposed to have holes in it. That's normal.
No, they're not,
Like that?
bro.
It is.
Not like that.
Oh,
Yeah, look at
Oh.
all of them
Holes
are
like
consistently the same to be like an accident. Like all the holes are in the same spot. That's probably how they control the airflow behind them. That kind of makes sense.
I don't know. That looked like
It looked crazy. I would've
Yeah.
I
thought
don't know.
that.
When I was skydiving, my bro didn't have no holes in the parachute, bro.
Not that no, you didn't have those kind of holes, but all parachutes have a way to control.
it's great, but they're in the city. Like, do that.
Yeah, I don't know what they were diving there. That was kind of
Yeah,
wild.
this is wild. Like, you need to be experienced to do that type of stuff. But hold on, what did Ebony write? Ebony wrote, I told one of my girls I like entrepreneurial men and I would want someone I can run a business with because of the plans I have. And she said, sounds like you looking for help, but with a little attitude.
Ooh,
With a little
attitude.
So I told one of my homegirls I like entrepreneurial men. And I want
Hey, yo,
someone
Ev, camera.
because of the plans I have. And she said, sounds like you're looking for like, are we not? But see, this is, yo, you want to
What
know?
did I miss?
Yeah, you want to know why? This is why are we creating? And I gotta blame us for it. Women are becoming so cold. It seems like to adjust to us. because we do set the tone. Like we are the leaders.
Yes and no, right?
Hold on,
Yes,
hold on,
yes
hold
and no. Yes and no, because this is a whole
Yeah.
rabbit hole we could go down.
Go
This
ahead.
is a whole rabbit hole we could go down.
We got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes.
But they do adjust to us. But what are we putting out that they are adjusting to is the question, right?
Friends with benefits.
Sounds like you're looking for help, but yo, Dak funny. No, Dak.
Hold up, I like this one. This one going on. Hold on. This better or the other one better?
Oh shit, I like that. Wait, what'd you do?
Yeah, this one's better. Yeah, I like this one better. Hold on. The only thing I gotta get me out of it. Oh no, I don't like all that heat. We good.
Well, I gotta be saying in the middle. I don't like this.
Hold on. So go ahead, because you go ahead and read it. Read it one more
Well,
time.
now you put me on the spot. I'm good now. Dead Center is crazy. I don't know.
Oh, let me read it again for you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
let me-
one
let
of
me-
my girls. I like entrepreneurial men, and I would want someone I can run a business with because of the plans I have. And she said, "Sounds like you looking for help, but with a little attitude." Why?
I got a comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want a woman that's looking for entrepreneurial men.
Really?
Yeah,
Why is that?
I want a woman that's looking for me. I just happen to be an entrepreneur. So it sounds more like you're looking for somebody to help you run your business than you're actually looking for me. And that plays in with a conversation that some people I actually had in this group with. They go looking for somebody to marry. And I feel like when you go looking for somebody for a specific reason, you are cutting out a lot of people that can be best for you. You're so hyper focused on this one thing. I'm looking for a husband. That when you hyper focus on looking for a husband, you can miss a person altogether that might be a really good husband for you. Now, I'm not saying not to have goals or not to have an idea of what you want long term. That's fine. But if I go around, I'm looking for entrepreneurial men, then that rules out everybody that has a 9-to-5 job. What is it about?
Hold on. But you said if she's looking out for you, that rules out everybody else in the world but you.
No. I get that. But are you looking for me because you like me or because I have a business?
I'm cool. Well, I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that. You
Like,
want to know why?
hey, maybe I run all the
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you. It depends on, as if you're an entrepreneur, then it's a certain type of woman that is built to be your wife, partner, whatever you want to call it. That's a certain type of woman that is built for that, compared to another type of woman that may not help you with your business, that may not help you with your entrepreneurial efforts. Because it's tough, obviously, we all know, to be an entrepreneur and to try to build something on our own.
Hold on.
I do agree with that. I do agree with that. There are, and not just women per se, and women that are. You have to be cut from a certain cloth to be.
Yeah, like I want somebody giving me some help. Yeah, I want something. I don't want somebody that's just gonna be in her 9-to-5 and not be helping me with all this shit that I'm trying to build for the fam.
No, that's not. I think we're missing.
I think you're saying like don't have X. I think you're saying like broaden your like don't narrow it down to just entrepreneurial men. If I'm hearing you correctly.
Absolutely.
I understand that. I understand.
Yeah, and the only reason I'm saying that is me personally, I'm not. I mean, I told you I've been dating, and if we just meet and one of the first things she talking about is my business and this is what I do and I'm looking to do this. So okay, so you have more interest in my business than me. Because how is it I've known you for 2 seconds and we're talking about this and that? And like that's okay, right? I get that. It works for some people. The problem I have with that is from my experience. The business is going to grow organically. If you have support from your partner, it will grow even better. When two people combine, you know what I'm saying? You have the strength of 10, for lack of a better, I mean,
I definitely hear what you're saying though. But Ebony's last comment, I've had that problem. I've had that problem come up in my past life. Let's call it right. Like they are complaining about the hours. They are complaining you're never available. You're always in meetings. You're always on calls. And I think, it's good to not. There's somebody
for mitigate expectations for sure. It helps mitigate expectations, but I think what I'm trying to get to, this is gonna sound crazy what I'm about to say. I think I'm slowly learning that there really is only one person for each of us.
Yes.
You said there isn't?
There is only one person on earth for each of us. I'm starting to slowly.
I pray to God that's not true.
I know it's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow, bro, but I think it might be true.
Nah, don't say that. You want to know why? Even if it's true, don't say that. Because you know what you're going to end up doing? You're going to be really having your... If a woman, and maybe this is just... if a woman really believes that she's the only person for you, then I like competition. I'm being honest. I like competition to the point where it's like, nah, you don't need, if you believe that I'm just for you, then you're going to do the bare minimum. What did we talk about earlier? People doing their comfort zone, right?
Get some friends with benefits in the mix and make them compete.
Let me keep going.
Bro, if you on your purpose, fellas, if you on your purpose, and if she not moving right, well, you could say all this. There's one person. Well, that ain't it. That's not the person. So I don't know.
No, I agree. But that proves my point.
I don't think so. I think that the type of guy, for certain types of guys, yo, the more successful that you are, in my opinion, you open up, and it may be the opposite in some ways, actually. But I do not think that there's just one person. You could have somebody that, from a love standpoint, standpoint.
Hold on, Dak. I hear you, right? And let me kind of finish my point.
Break it down.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is this: I do believe that I could have partners and I can make it work with whoever I'm with, right? We all can make it work. My marriage lasted 8 years. We and even ended on good terms. We made it work. We were great together to a certain extent. The difference is I'm not just trying to make it work. If I'm a person of means and I have options, because men of means typically have options, that doesn't necessarily mean that those are all the same option.
So
it doesn't mean that.
But how do you know that that one person is for you? Let's say that you meet somebody next week and you end up married.
That's the beautiful part of it. You never know.
So then that's my point. You don't know.
No. Okay. You know how you know? No. You know how you know? One day you close your eyes and you never open them again. Is that person still there with you? Or have they gone with you? You understand what I'm saying? There's that one. Okay, hear me out.
But I'm open. I'm listening.
Okay, hear me out.
Put them all in a group chat and let them duke it out.
No. That's not you doing it. When I say one person, right? Have you ever met somebody that made you become a better version of yourself?
Yeah.
Dak, you have never met somebody that wanted you to be, that inspired you to be the best version of yourself. And not even for them, just because.
No, this is my ex. Yeah, not for them. This is for me. But yeah.
It's for you. I'm only talking about for you. Because if you're doing it for them, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And by the way, when you meet that person, I'm not saying that is the only time that'll ever happen in life. But what you run into is a person that is intended for you. Now, they might not be ready at that time. You might not be ready at that time. There could be so many other factors, right? But what I'm trying to say is, when you find someone that makes you want to be the best version of yourself, whether they have a business or whether you have a business or none of that shit matters. It's irrelevant. Shit, when you find the right person, y'all both might create businesses if it's so important to you. That's why are we talking about business? I'm looking for a partner for life.
Nah, that's not what we're talking about. You just moved the goalposts. What we're talking about is saying that there's one person for everybody. That's what we're talking about.
No.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah, you try to see how you try to finesse that. That's not what we're
trying to throw that in there. Never try to throw that in there. You find your person that's for you.
That was the beginning. We could
talk about that. Because when you find a person that's for you and y'all both happy, y'all making babies. Y'all not making businesses. So
that's not true. That's not true.
Marriage is a business. Marriage is a business.
No, y'all, that's a different conversation.
I'm just going back to the point of you saying that you believe that there's only one person on this planet that's for you.
Yeah. No. I mean one person as in like you kind of, you know who you're best with.
Out of the the women in the past. You're just comparing them to the previous women that you've been with. The best
But
one for you.
all you can compare them is to the previous woman. Okay,
That's what I'm saying. So
Check
hold
this
on.
out.
The reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of times we get stuck on somebody just because that's been the best person in our life based on what we've experienced in the past, and we end up staying with that because that's been the best so far, and we stop right then and there and build with them, and we think that's amazing, but that's the bar. We're setting the bar there because we haven't allowed ourselves to experience other experiences. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Dak, are you happy with who you are in that moment? Are you being fulfilled on all the stages of life that you want to be fulfilled on, or is there more that you're yearning for?
I don't know.
Hold on, let me answer this.
More, I think is the question.
What men is getting all that? What man? I've never talked to a married man that's been getting all that. You just that's some fairy tale shit.
Wait, getting all what? I'm sorry.
Say what you just said. Are you happy and fulfilled in every single area? Hell no.
Yeah, I don't know nobody married that. Yeah.
No, but no, right. But okay. Are you happy and fulfilled in your relationship with that person is completely different than are you happy and fulfilled in life? We're not talking about, I'm not saying those two are the same exact thing.
Yo,
I don't know
y'all, you know the 80-20. We talked about the 80-20. At best, you can expect to get about 80%. And nowadays, that 80% is probably about 65-70, if we're keeping it real. Just based on how we men and women have been both built. You know what I'm saying? If getting fulfilled, like what? I'm 37. I'm
No, I hear you. I'm
begging. Yo, let me be real. I'm begging. Yes, obviously. I'm begging, yo, step it up here, and here. Step it up because I want this to happen. I want to get married. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta step your shit up because other than that, it's not going to work. Like if I think that's for you. I got to talk to you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna shut up because clearly you've experienced some level of happiness that most men don't experience, bro.
Maybe.
I don't know, like being happy, like getting fulfilled and everything.
But I feel like
my happiness isn't dependent on the other person, though.
But you said fulfilled in her role. No, that's two different things.
But that's my point.
You need her to fulfill, though. You're saying that you're fulfilled in those areas. There's certain things that she's gonna. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what and to qualify your point a little bit more, I'm not dependent on her for my fulfillment or my happiness.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. I am. Because there's certain things that only can happen with two people. For example, I could look at it. I could go have a what's it called? You go have a baby. I could go adopt a kid. I need somebody else. There's other things that I need. I'm not like one of these women running around here saying I don't need no man. No, I need a woman to make sure that she's fulfilling the shit that I need her to fulfill, and I'm gonna make sure I hold up my end of the bargain as well. Absolutely.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is like that's not even a conversation though. That's just
that is a conversation.
No. That's fundamental.
No, it's not fundamental. And I'm giving you an example. The bar is so low right now. It's not fundamental. Why do you think 70+% of our kids are growing up with single parent households?
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm trying to say is a lot of people don't realize that. I'll speak for myself. Those things are given. I mean, listen, bro.
Are they though?
No. For the women in which I want to pursue, there's an understanding that our relationship has a foundation in God. That's the first one. We don't have to talk about it. If you're somebody that I have to have that conversation with, you're not the right person for me. That's number one. Number two,
you just eliminated 70% of women. Keep going.
And I'm okay with that.
That's cool.
I'm okay with that.
Like 80.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, 80,
right?
80, 90.
I can tell you.
Yeah. Not 90. No, but this is my point, bro. When I'm a big believer right now, and it took me a long time to get here, that whoever God has prepared for me, I don't have to do any work on them. I just have to be the best version of myself and do the work on me.
That's dope. That's dope. That sounds great, bro.
No,
I'm kidding.
When you meet her, let me know, bro.
I'm not opposed. I'm telling you, that sounds amazing, bro. There's no but. There's a period. That sounds amazing, bro. I love that.
But that, I mean,
no, why you saying
is that crazy?
I love that.
Is that crazy? Like, you really think that sounds crazy?
In the current circumstances of the Sodom and Gomorrah world that we're
Now, let me
living in.
stop you for a second, Dad, because when does current circumstance ever matter to people like you and I? We don't give a fuck.
No, it
About
doesn't.
what the
No, no,
world
no. I
is?
do give a fuck. That's no. Oh,
Dad,
I
come
do,
on, son.
bro.
Yo, your woman.
Amir, hold on. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why it matters. I'm gonna tell you why it matters. I'm gonna tell you why it matters. Because the reason why I have the mindset that I have, the reason why I did not think even about marriage until I was 30 is because of the culture that I was growing up in. And I grew up in a household with parents that were married. You get what I'm saying? So it does play a role that I can't act like I haven't been influenced by the culture that I'm in. And the culture also impacts a lot of the women and their mindsets. So when you have a culture that's telling women, yo, don't get married, don't do this, have a hot girl summer all through your 20s, and like that's a real thing that we're dealing with. Like you don't think that impacts people? Like I could sit here and say, like, I don't care, I'm gonna find the one out of the, like cool. Like I've been pretty good. Huh?
I'm not trying to find anything.
I am.
I don't know. Yeah, the only the energy that I put out, that's me finding stuff.
Okay, so then that's Okay,
that's me putting stuff.
We're saying the same thing.
That's it. And when you, bro, it's if you can say you're not trying to find nothing, but if you going fishing and you in a lake where ain't no fish there, you could sit there and say you ain't trying to catch nothing, but I mean,
so okay, the way I look at that is,
damn, you got Ant stressing right now, bro.
No. I'm just trying to think of how to word it because we are kind of all over the place. So I kind of want to kind of like bring it in a little bit. I do think that there is a person out there in which you are your best version of.
Of course, I agree with that.
Okay, and that's kind of what I was saying is that there's only one person for you. Does that make sense? That's kind of what I was saying. Now, to bring that into what we're talking about, the way I've been going about meeting people, for lack of a better term, is just presenting myself. I'm not trying to force things to happen. I'm not trying to convince you to be with me. I'm not trying to find out what your credit score is and all this other stuff. It starts like it's very organic. Are you someone I can have a conversation with? What is it you're looking for? What are the fundamentals? Because I am a strong believer that it is very hard to change somebody when you're in a committed relationship. It's very hard to make someone who you want, or impossible to make someone who you need them to be or want them to be. I think your job, and this goes back to the whole Will and Jada thing and how that got crazy. My job is not to make you happy. My job is to be the best version of myself that I can be.
Which is going to make you happy.
We hope. It's not my job to make.
If it's the right fit, you're saying, what you're saying is it's the same thing, but you're saying like I don't need to look for a woman or I don't need to, but you're doing it by being successful.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So it's all the same thing, but it's like the more successful that I am, that's me searching for. That's me putting out a certain type of energy that I want to attract back. I can't be a bum and be expecting to attract certain women that I would if I'm successful. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. And I think that's kind of what, and I think you're right. We're saying the same thing. I'm just wording it a little less direct. I'm saying more of, I'm putting energy out there to attract the person. But that, and this is going to sound crazy, that has made finding certain type of women much easier. And that's kind of why I say I don't feel the same thing you guys are talking about this 80-90% being straight garbage or trash. Now, dating can suck. Yes.
Oh, what you mean as far as 89? No. We said 80-90. See, now you conflating stuff. We said as far as godly. You said you're looking for a woman that put God first.
Yeah.
That's what we said.
Cut down the numbers.
Yeah, that's what we said, cuts down the numbers.
Wow,
We never said that 80 to 90% are trash. Now, if you asked me, I don't know what I would say, but that's not what I said. I said as far
I misunderstood.
as far as women that put God first. Hey, like I don't see a lot of them out here. They may say it. I don't see a lot of people. Hold on, let me be very clear. I don't see a lot of men or women that put God first.
Boom.
I want to say that I understand that, but I feel like that because like how do I explain this? If we don't even get to that point, it was a non-factor.
Yeah.
And that kind of Those people don't. The ones you're referring to don't exist in my work. Those people don't. Those aren't part of my
But
percentage.
you realize
It's a qualifier.
you already were married. You had kids. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I'm trying to tell you, these fundamentals are a necessity. I think that's what makes
Were they
it
a
easier.
necessity before you got married?
No, because I didn't know how important they were. I never been married. I didn't do the things that you and I had spoke about. I didn't go and seek mentorship. I didn't take it to the church. I didn't do the things I was supposed to do going into this marriage. I didn't have the guidance. And granted, that was partially, a breakdown in communication with me and my family and et cetera, because my parents have been happily married for like 40, 50 years now.
Right.
Grandparents damn near 60. You get what I'm saying?
Do you feel pressure to have more kids?
No.
But see,
I don't feel pressure for anything. No. I understand.
You already have kids, so now it's easy for you to sit back and be like, I'm not nothing. Yeah, because you already got kids, Ant.
But Dak, then you have to change. What's the priority for you?
Having a family.
That's my point. So then what you're looking for then changes.
But no, Ant, you're missing if I want to have kids with somebody, then that's
what's your fear?
Huh?
What is your fear?
What is my fear of having kids?
No,
I don't know.
The fear that puts the pressure.
My parents, I want my kids to be around my parents. I think for my parents and for my kids.
And because of that, it puts.
I lost my aunt, and when I lost my aunt recently, one of the saddest things was the fact that my aunt will never meet my kids. Fucked me up. Just being honest. You know what I'm saying? So that's the urgency for me. It's like, and it's not just for me, and it's not just for my aunt. It's for my kids. Like, I need my kids. There's certain things that my parents are going to be able to instill in my kids that I will never be able to instill. It takes a village, right?
Yeah.
So that's where it's like. So that's why I'm saying, like, that's the only pressure. That's the fear of waiting. Like, I mean, I could always just sit around here and wait till I'm 50 and go get a 20-year-old and knock her up and be good. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a thing of fear that way. But nah, like I gotta. That's the next step to me living in my purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I understand. So that's where the timetable.
But for you, if you don't have any pressure of having kids, then that changes the whole game.
I understand. But then I'll be honest with you, man. In retrospect, I still think figuring out those fundamentals is going to help you keep that marriage you have for the rest of your life versus rushing to have the kids. Part of the reason, we got divorced is because I rushed to have the kids. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would take it as a cautionary tale too.
How long were you when you had the kids?
This was, I got married at 25.
See, that's it. Yeah, I take heed to that.
That's why I 4 years like 29.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
Crazy? Every marriage that I speak to, I don't know a lot of married people. Like when I speak to the men, I don't know, and I hope I'm not getting anybody in trouble. I'm not talking about anybody specifically, but I don't know a lot of married men that when I talk to them, I'd be like, I'm excited for what you're explaining as you're describing marriage. I don't know a lot of men like that. Like the men that I'm go ahead. I'm just but you're kind of saying the same thing.
No, marriage is beautiful, man. And
you can't say that without me asking a follow-up. Come on, baby.
No, follow up. Go ahead. I'm ready.
If marriage is beautiful,
yeah,
and you know it's beneficial,
yeah,
to raise them kids in a 2-parent household,
yes.
If it was so beautiful, why you ain't? Come on, baby.
Because, like I'm telling you, that you're not supposed to be married to everyone. Everybody is not for.
But if it's beautiful, why wouldn't it be for you?
No.
If it's beautiful, for marriage to be beautiful, you have to be in alignment, right?
So y'all were in alignment, you saying?
Yes, but people can fall out of alignment, Dak.
So then it no longer was beautiful.
And it was no longer beautiful.
That's what I'm saying. So then, okay, I understand that.
Right. But here's what happens, right? Through that, I learned that where we fell out of alignment could have been avoided. And the way to avoid it is exactly what I'm telling you. there are fundamental steps that you need to take approaching the person that could be your forever.
I agree.
And the thing is, part of it is don't jump in it like, yo, I'm looking to, and I'm not telling you guys to do what to do with your life. I'm just telling you my experience.
Oh, nah, you can't jump in anything.
You don't do whatever you want to do anyway. I'm just talking.
You can jump in certain things, and I don't know. I'm just saying I wouldn't just. I don't know what I would do. I'm be honest. Obviously my situation now is not jumping in it. Like I'm not.
No, I think you will.
Yeah, but let me ask you this then: if there were certain things that you could fix, and that you knew that you couldn't, that now that you've learned that you didn't have to fall out of alignment, I'm low key rooting for y'all to get back together.
See, and that's where the fundamental things come in play, right? Because when you find misalignment, there are things that can't be fixed.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
I
thought you were saying, okay. I get what you're saying. No, I understand that.
And that goes back to me telling you, yo, when I meet somebody, I'm not trying to change anything about them. You can't change anything about anybody.
Damn, are you wait. And I saw Ebony write that earlier.
Yeah, I want to.
Is that you really can't change things?
Let me ask you something, right?
Yeah.
You in a relationship. How many people we know in a relationship that they not happy in? I'm not talking about marriage.
Yeah, no. I believe you can't change anything in somebody else. But to your point earlier, if you're around somebody, if you're with somebody that they are worth changing for,
but that's for you to decide. As that's for okay.
You're right. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. And if they're not willing to change, then that means that they don't see you as valuable enough to change for.
Right, because at the end of the day, we learned that educating the community, you just have to be your best version and inspire, right?
I agree with that, because I look at it like sports. If I'm with somebody and I want to be with them and I'm committed to making this work in the long term, there is absolutely nothing that they can't ask me that I'm going to make an honest effort to change. Just like if my coach tells me, like, bro, you need to work on this play. If not, your ass is getting cut. Okay, I'm working on that play today. We're running, you know what I'm saying? So that's just me. If it's worth working on it for. If I want this, if I'm saying that this is going to be it, then I'll work on whatever. I have no ego when it comes to that. I will work on whatever. I want that communication. What are some things that I could be doing better to make? I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. I think it's only if I believe that person is worth be doing those things for, and vice versa.
But see, that you just said the answer right there. That's because you were willing to.
I'm agreeing with you. Yeah,
that's different. Meeting somebody on the street doesn't guarantee that they're willing. Listen, the way I look at it, just how I told you, bro. The best version of myself and inspire those around you. Eventually, the people the energy you put out, you'll gravitate someone that can resonate with you, right? Now, that's just the beginning, by the way. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, that's the ground level. That's literally like the entry. Just because, okay, you found somebody that you can resonate with, that you guys listen and communicate with. Communication, fundamental bridge, right off bat. I need to have healthy. And that's, by the way, alignment, and people get this messed up all the time. You are going to fall out of alignment in marriage. You are going to fall out of alignment in marriage. You are going to have communication breakdowns in marriage. All of these things are going to happen. It's your job to have tools in place. Remember how we talked about teaching your kids that trauma is a part of life naturally, and just giving them the tools to kind of make them learn how to deal with the trauma? It's no different than marriage. But all of that starts at the fundamental steps. Yo, who am I dating? Where am I finding them? Who are they? What are they? Are they somebody that carries themselves a certain type of way? People eliminate themselves all the time. All the time, bro.
No, I'm with that.
You look at it from that perspective. Now, I understand that you have a very, very, how do I say this? Like that, I understand that clock can feel daunting and it can be very distracting. And I say that because I know the reality of why the clock is there, right? The reality of why the clock is there for you is a real reason. And it's a very strong and important reason. But I do need you to understand that it is a distraction. And I know that sounds crazy.
It doesn't sound crazy.
If you understand it's a distraction and you can stay focused, which I mean, me talking to you, me knowing who you are, it shouldn't be an issue. If you can stay focused even with that distraction, right? The nigga breathing down your neck while you running down the 50 to the touchdown, you don't care. You still focused, right?
And I'm 37. I've never been married. I have no kids. I've been wanting this for, you know what I'm saying? This is not just a new pressure. This has been pressure for
Okay, I
you know,
understand.
so
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a reason why it hasn't happened yet.
Okay,
Because
okay.
I'm not going to compromise even as bad as I want my kids to grow up with my parents, to grow up with me and these, as bad as I want those things, I'm not willing to compromise it with the wrong person. Or, and not even to say, let me be clear, a person that, and not even say the wrong person, because I believe that people can change, but I believe that it's not likely. I believe that people can change if they want to change, if they feel that it's.
Well, that's what I was saying. Well, hold on. People will change in marriage. Let's be clear. People always change. What I'm trying to say is, you can never make them change. That's all I was trying to say.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm 100% with you. That's on them. So for me, all right, that if you're not going to change, if there's no change, then all right, we'll keep rocking, or I'll look elsewhere, whatever it is. Because once you marry somebody, and you tell me, once you marry somebody, you can't be expecting them to change after.
No, but this is okay. But see, okay, and this is kind of where Ebony's point makes sense a little bit. Right. Where she kind of like, yo, I have an idea, and she actually put a message up where she was kind of and we kind of passed it, where she was explaining why she was attracted to entrepreneur men, right? And I wanted to state, like, I'm not opposed to her being attracted to entrepreneur men or anything like that. I'm more so opposed to the way she went about asking a friend. How do I turn this camera back on? I'm button over here. Yeah, how she went about, like, you know, asking it. I don't want that to be a conversation starter. Now, when she broke it down, and I'm trying to like find a message. Give me 1 second.
No, you good.
Nah, I was trying. I ain't like how Dak's skin was out here glistening and mine over here.
Nah, that's sweat. You can rub whatever you want on it. Hot.
Nah, there we go. Woo! I had a moment. Yeah, sorry. Hold on, where is it? Oh man, she had a message where she broke down. She was like, it was about dedication, hardworking, you know, and those are that. And I feel like, I think I would appreciate somebody kind of starting with that, right? Because I feel like entrepreneur is such a, it just makes it sound fiscal. It makes it sound like you want somebody of a certain success point. It doesn't sound like, hey, I'm a hardworking person myself, and I think I would be best be with someone who can kind of match me on that level. Or I know I'm a supportive role, and I tend to do better with people that are great leaders. You know what I mean? Like, if you kind of, and like, I'm not mad at Eb, you listen, I'm not mad at, like,
pretty much saying you want a woman. I want to be able to help support my man in any way that, you know, I can.
Yeah, it shouldn't be limited.
I'm with it, bro. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
I think that's what just kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. Like, somebody, like, I need a man who doesn't do, you know what I mean? Like, it's just,
I don't want no 9 to 5. I don't want no 9 to 5 Negro.
No, you know why? Because think of it this way: the way she broke it down,
and that's what she just wrote. You took it one way, I took it, you know, and we just heard it in different ways. And maybe maybe it's because, and I mean,
words mean things, man. Words mean things.
Yeah, but also because now that I feel like I've had a few exchanges with Ebony, that maybe I kind of, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I understood that. I appreciated that because.
Yeah, and she Trini.
I appreciated it for I just appreciate. I get it because I understand that there is a difference. You know, some women don't sign up to be helping you with your business. Some women just sign up for A, B, C, D, and whatever else that may be separate from the support that an entrepreneur specifically needs. And yeah.
But you know what's, and she, you know, she's talking about the character traits as well too. The same character traits can be found in somebody who
in a mother. And yeah, you're right. But if they and you know what's so great about this combo, it all circles back to just being a supportive. And damn, I used to hate using this word, but now I'm cool with it. But just being, let me not say partner. It's just being a supportive wife or a supportive partner.
I never understood why you hated partner, bro.
You want to know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because the words mean different things. Just like medicine, you can give two people medicine and they react in different ways. So when we're living in this current society where it's telling women that they could be boss bees, and just like Ebony's friend that said, why you acting for help? It's almost like women take on this role or have been convinced to take on this role as partner instead of just being a wife. it's like this. The partner rubs me a wrong way because to me it just in this current society just means something totally different. The word partner, I don't got no issue with. That should be your partner. Like that's your rider. You know what I'm saying? But the reason, and it's so obvious to say is like, well, why did they now just start using this word partner? They only started using it when it's like this feminist type of thing. But maybe that's just my own.
I see what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, yo, you my.
They put a stain on it a little bit.
It's like, I don't want to be your wife. I want to be your partner. Well, that is my part. A wife is a partner. You know what I'm saying? So
that's kind of what I'm saying. Yeah, wife is a partner.
No, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. But nah, bro, this is I'm gonna let you get the last word because this has been dope. And it's actually no. Please, because it's been extremely informative on my end. And this is why, like, I this has been the most enjoyable show that I've done, period. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm learning from it. I'm hearing different perspectives. I'm hearing from different people's experiences. And this is just dope for me. Like, just super beneficial for me. So from a selfish standpoint, I want to give you the last word. So you finish it off, bro. And then we'll wrap it up and everybody can enjoy this NBA All-Star game.
All right. So, I mean, I'll be honest with you, bro. I just want to say thank you because I think this is a really dope platform, what you're building here. I tune in weekly. If I can't, I try to catch the replay. You know how I do. And
from the jump, we got to be clear. From the jump.
Oh, you mean from? Yeah, of course.
You've been here, bro. You've been here since the first show,
bro. Oh yeah, because
bro, like don't act like we got to be clear on that. So that's appreciated on my end. But I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. Listen, man, that listen. You don't even know. I've met people that I've met on your platform outside of the platform in different states. Like this is dope, son. What you're building a community, and I know having a business and doing it's not an easy thing. So I just wanted to say thank you and I appreciate it and let you know that I look forward to these shows. I look forward to these talks. Sometimes it gets me through really rough times. I like hopping on the chat and bouncing ideas and sharing it with not just you, but the community you've built. So I mean, I appreciate you and keep it up, man. And it speaks volumes in a world where like you talk about 90-80% is thinking a certain way and this one is doing that. Yo, I can come here and I know I can find like-minded people. I don't want that to be lost. So thank you. And I appreciate what you're doing, man.
Got a question. We got a question.
Uh-oh. It's Ed. Yeah! Jersey. Big Jers. Big Jers.
Oh, Big Jers. Yeah. Man, bro, I appreciate those words. Yo, I'm going to ask you, bro, please, for everybody's sake.
Where Ebony at?
Where? Yeah, I don't even know. But for everybody's sake, I need you to. I'm hoping whatever I need to do to get you on here consistently, that's what will be done. Maryland, that's right next door. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, what's that like? 2 hours and 40 minutes?
That ain't nothing but a good little friend.
2 hours and 30 minutes with no traffic. It's a 30-minute flight, if you're being honest.
It's a yeah, he's not even. We're not talking no drive. That's a 30-minute.
30-minute flight. If I'm being honest, that shit is light. Let me stop. That get me out of here, bro. What you doing? But this is dope, son. This is dope. I love this.
Mama's African, dad is Trini. Come on, baby.
Mama's American, dad is. Oh, she sound like trouble, bro. That's like, nah, I'm playing.
In an amazing way, Ebony. That's what he's saying. I'm translating for him.
That good trouble.
Good job.
Let's
do a meetup in DC, bro.
Yo, a DC meetup is crazy.
Let's do a DC meetup.
DC meetup would be crazy.
What? Can we do it in third week of March, somewhere around the end of March? DC?
Third week of March. I'm coming up from Georgia. I might be able to.
Or if you're gonna be down in Georgia, Miami's always Miami, but I'm just saying.
DC, we're gonna do the Miami meetup.
DC's just a quick. Oh, here go Mir. He's back.
What I missed? My bad. My laptop.
You missed out on Ebony. That's what you missed out. Nah, let me stop. We're just doing some matchmaking, and we about to do this little meetup. DC meetup.
Yo, DC meetup would be dope, but third week of March, I know it's tough for me.
Or the fourth week, first week, next week.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. Okay, yeah.
Yo, this thing is.
Hey, hold on, but this doesn't just go out to Ebony though. Something that I think that's gonna be dope to grow like the community and everything.
Yeah. Somebody have a friend for me.
It's gonna be. Well, I got you. I got you, man. I was just gonna say it in a more, you know, in a different way. Everybody can bring somebody into the combo for the next week. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody could bring somebody, not even to cam up, but everybody could just bring somebody. You know what I mean? Like this, you know what I mean?
You know, I got a couple people that was
like just to tap in with the combo, like because I think what's going to end up happening is people will like want to see like, all right, let me look at it first, be in the chat a little bit, and then see if I'm comfortable, you know, jumping on. And you know, we keep it. Look,
well, Em said she camming up next time.
She did.
I'm gonna hold it to that. Hold up.
Right.
Hey, yeah. She said next time. I remember that.
Hold up. Em said Florida better.
All right.
So we could.
Sound like Em trying to hop on a plane too.
It sound like she said. Em said 30 minutes. Well, Florida only 2 hours.
If we on the plane already.
Yeah.
Y'all stupid, bro.
Yo, bro, I love y'all, man. I love all y'all. Amir, matter of fact, since we gave Ant the last word, you get the last word, and then we out.
The last word.
Yeah. Matter of fact, give us something inspiring to we all got so much opportunity. And matter of fact, life is amazing, bro. We all got such an amazing opportunity. We get to do this. Think about what we get. We just built for 3 hours just on camera. Like we're just really building with people that we've never met. You know what I'm saying? It's just that life is amazing. Let's glass half full. The glass is full, whatever. I'm rooting for everybody, man. Whatever everybody wants in their life, I'm rooting for them. Mir, you finish it out. Come on, man. Damn, I gave you a couple seconds to think about what you're gonna say.
Yeah, definitely seen that. I think the inspiring words of choice I'll go with. If there's a friend from Mir, definitely put that in the chat.
That's cool. No, be direct. Be direct, bro. That's what you should be doing. Be direct.
Just know that everything we talked about today, I don't feel those views. I provide. You know, I'm a provider. I'm an alpha. No,
and trying to build family, bro. We trying to build family.
Sean got to come out too. Sean over there trying to see.
Only thing I'm gonna say. Last words I'm gonna say. I love what's going on here. I love what we're doing. Keep this energy for Tuesdays. We got the book club. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, we got to tap in with you. And would be good with that. And we just do a couple chapters a day. We'll talk about it. We'll talk.
Everybody that's here. So, Ebony, I just seen your ping. I'm over in Jersey. I'm in Englewood by the bridge.
Jersey.
Big Jersey.
Big Jersey.
Big Jersey. They know.
But book club, we read different books, and we go over we summarize the chapters. We're doing 48 Laws of Power right now, but that's not the only book. That's not the only book. The dope part about it is, you don't got to tap in every week because we just designate certain chapters and we just talk about certain chapters. And we relate the chapters to current day stuff. Right. It's not like we're sitting here like, how did
I started with y'all. This is actually an OG contribution at some point.
And if anybody wants to join, we'll send you the book. So that's how I go. You get a free book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Where can you tap into that?
Just reach out to us either on Instagram on the chat. Reach out to us if you got our number.
We got a grow the group chat going on. So let it
matter of fact, we got a whole group chat. So reach out to us on Instagram, follow the OG Network, and then we'll put you in the group chat. Ebony already put it. Ebony, all right, I'll tap in. I'll send it to everybody.
Ebony might have to hop in there in the book chat because she was providing contributions the whole night. So I don't know.
This is and matter of fact, I don't think. No show tomorrow. I don't think we're gonna do it. I'm like,
you said no. We fed tonight.
What I was gonna think about doing is doing Sunday the Sunday show, and Monday, and getting rid of Wednesday and go Friday. But now I think do Sunday, Wednesday, and then Friday.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So we'll keep it 3 because I don't. We'll figure it out. I may get off this. I think this fed the people. I think we fed the people enough. They don't need to see me tomorrow. But I don't know. I could.
Yeah, I don't know. How you feeling, right?
Yeah, we'll see how we do.
I can't believe that just happened. Let me put it on live.
Bro, I appreciate y'all, yo, for real. Like I'm telling y'all, one day y'all will understand. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna leave it there, man. On that note, Salute. We'll see y'all soon. You heard me. Ew. We'll see y'all either tomorrow or Wednesday. But enjoy your holiday. I think it's a holiday. Some people got off. Enjoy it even if you got to work. Be appreciative of the fact that we get to go to work. We get to make money. We get to provide. We get to, you know, who knows who you're going to meet. And we'll always be back in here. We got our couples things coming up. So we're going to start connecting people, starting our dating show as well. I ain't tell them that, but yeah, y'all know what it is. I'll see y'all soon. Ew.